What's up, guys? It's Paladin Null. I'm here with my friend CPQ.
Hi.
And welcome out to an early afternoon stream of Dream Daddy. Perfect time to go ahead and spark up the grill and really get going. So in the last episode, we did a couple of dates, not a whole bunch of them, but we also talked a whole bunch. But we left on Dad Book, as we always do.
Yep.
And let's figure out who we're gonna date this time. So we should have already, I believe we've done both dates with Craig. We've done both dates with Matt. I believe we're literally down to Hugo, who still needs one date, and Robert, who we have yet to date.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Have we dated Damien twice?
Yeah, we did Damien back to back.
Oh, you're right.
And Joseph. So we are literally down to one more for Hugo and two more for Robert, and then we're rapidly approaching the end of Dream Daddy.
That means you have to do it.
That's right. It is an even number. So, ready? Give me evens and odds.
Evens or Robert?
7.
All right.
We saved Robert for last. We saved Robert for absolute last. I actually really like how that played out.
Yeah, because I really love how mysterious he's been this whole time.
Yep, we literally know nothing about the dude.
Absolutely
and we continue
nothing.
to know nothing about the dude.
Absolutely. We know he steals dogs or has a dog.
We know he finds dogs.
He hunts for cryptids.
Did we know that? Oh, yeah, he was cryptid hunting, and he hangs out and broods in the forest.
He also drinks very strong drinks.
Yeah, he literally just drank straight whiskey out of a tumbler.
No
and
ice.
Was supposedly in the military.
No ice.
This is you.
Oh, I should take Hugo up on his offer to hang out. I had a lot of fun with him at the aquarium. Let's go to the aquarium. I type out a message to him on Dad Book. Hey, still want a cheese board? Hugo responds within a few minutes.
I forgot about cheese boards.
Fuck yeah, cheese board. We should have had a cheese board! Colin is still being a humongous shithead. He won't stop sending the same picture of Jackie Chan in a mesh shirt to the printer, and it's a nice picture, but it's wasting all my paper. Whoops, sorry, that was meant for another teacher. But seriously, he's insufferable. There's pictures of Jackie Chan everywhere. Save a couple for me. My Jackie Chan scrapbook is a little light on content, and I think this would really round it out. Let me get back to you after class ends. I stand up from the computer and stretch.
I'm sorry. Well, guess there's only one thing to do now.
Fur Dad.
Hello, Oddish. I am Fur Dad. He's asleep right now.
Furt.
He's had a lot of fun today.
He's had a lot of fun.
He was all out of the place earlier today. He's already been out of the cage for 3 hours today.
He got lots of pets when I got here.
And a treat.
And a treat.
And then he pooped and fell asleep.
He associates me with playtime, pets, and treats.
Pretty much, because whenever you're here, you just absolutely spoil him.
I do.
In the best way.
Yeah.
Dad nap.
Hop on the couch and turn on some Antiques Road Warrior for background noise.
Antiques Road Warrior.
I got this ornate.
I got this ornate cabinet from a yard sale for $5.1982. To be sold. To be told that it once belonged to a Confederate general is a huge surprise. This will feed my tribe for weeks.
Oh my god. Really like the way the appraiser's voice echoes through the mouthpiece of his leather armor bondage gear. Armor/bondage gear.
Maybe this is. I need to cover my face next time.
Maybe this is that ASMR thing Amanda keeps telling me about. I drift off to sleep.
Asthma. I like that it shakes like you're getting startled out of sleep.
I am. I'm jolted awake by a Dad Book message from Hugo. Hey, sorry about that. Colin's in the principal's office now. He says that he knows Jackie Chan personally, and that Jackie Chan won't be happy to hear this.
Of course. England is my city.
Okay.
In just the weirdest text possible, with lots of umlauts and like little squiggles.
The demon text.
Do some ASMR. Oh, what's up, dudes? This is Funky Kong here at the airport, and we're just gonna chop some onions. Just gonna chopping some onions. Yeah.
I can do you one better. We're gonna draw a happy little tree.
He is the inventor of ASMR. You gotta act like, rather than scratching the pop filter though, scratch the actual microphone just ever so slightly, like. You like that? I'll take you to the bone zone.
Please stop.
Oh, yeah.
And that Jackie Chan won't be happy to hear this.
Nobody likes Macho Man Randy Savage ASMR? Oh, yeah.
Please don't.
That's not what you want to hear right now?
That's not what I want to hear right now.
What about later? What about later? Okay.
I'm never having sex with you.
Do it. You got another message.
I get off work in a little while and I continue to be very serious about the cheese boards. I fumble out a reply. Yeah, so am I. Hugo and I work out the details and I'm all set to meet him in a few hours.
I wish getting together with people was that easy.
Yeah. Amanda walks in the door just as I'm about to leave.
What's up, Buttercup?
Just getting home from school? Where are you going?
No, I have a meeting with the board.
The board?
The cheese board is what I meant. I'm getting cheese with your teacher. Will you be able to fend for yourself until dinner time?
Yeah, I'll live. But only if you can talk him into going easy on me for the final.
Sorry, buddy. That ball's in your court. What's in my court, you ask? Just a variety of delicious cheeses, meats, and the accompanying crackers. Maybe some olives. A little bit of fig jam.
Ugh. Yes, yes, I get it. You're excited about the cheese.
Oh, to go see your grandmother? Sweetie, you'll get it one day. But now I gotta go see a man about some manchego.
Please leave.
I don't know if I said that correctly.
Manchego.
Cheese. Okay.
Close enough.
Gonna be out of school for longer?
I walk into a quaint French diner and Hugo waves me down to a booth in the corner. He looks pretty tired.
Long day.
I don't know.
Every day is a long day when you teach middle schoolers. Colin started a gambling ring. The pictures of Jackie Chan were just a cover. He's bartering in those little rubber band bracelets that are also shapes. The ones that parents think mean sex stuff?
No, no, no. No.
Silly
You're talking
bands?
about silly bands.
Jelly bands were different. Or jelly bracelets, is that what they were called?
Yeah. They were more early 2000s.
How
Silly
did you
bands
know,
were
you
late
psychic
2000s.
type, you mafia person? You told me that your grandmother lived in South Carolina. You just said South Carolina. I assumed you were going to your grandmother. I pay attention. That's the difference.
Oh, you care about your followers.
Those ones, yeah, but the reports are just the sensationalist news media capitalizing on the fears of suburban parents as usual. At least I hope. Yikes. Right now, I'm ready for some fine wine and some delicious cheese.
A waitress stops by and takes our order for the biggest cheese plate you have. For the love of God, please just put the cheese in my mouth. And recommends us some wine.
I want all of the bacon you have. Nope, no, hold on. I assume what you heard was, bring me a lot of bacon. What I've asked for is all of the bacon that you have. Every last piece.
Thank you, Ron Swanson.
Yeah, that is a Ron Swanson. That's like my
It says
favorite.
bacon and eggs, though.
Yeah, it's all the bacon and eggs you have. I think there might be a miscommunication. You might have heard a lot of bacon and eggs. I specifically mean all of them. Every last one.
The biggest cheese plate you have, for the love of God, please just put the cheese
Cheese
in my mouth.
mouth.
And recommends us some wine. Do you two want a scorecard for trivia?
There's trivia.
Yep. We're starting in a few minutes. Pretty much everyone here is playing.
We'd love to play, right, Randy? Yeah, sure.
The waitress hands us a scorecard and a few pencils before leaving.
I might not be much help here. I'm not very good at being smart, I guess. Come on. I doubt it'll be too hard. Matt? Hold on. Which one is Matt again? Oh, he's Lucio Dad.
Yeah.
Randy!
I turn to see
Oh,
Matt
shit.
and Brian here with their daughters, looking like they're ready for trivia.
Fucking rolling up to the squad.
They come up to our table to greet us.
Hey, guys! You all here for old question and answers game?
Oh.
Yep, we come here every week, but Brian and Daisy carry the team. Carmen, Cia, and I are just here for the cheese. Provolone 2, Lost in New York, have been reigning champion for the last month.
Uh-oh, here we go. Man, Brian's great at trivia too? That raises the stakes. Great name, though.
Solid team name.
That's Carmen Cita's claim to fame. It hurts me how good I am at puns.
Like father, like daughter. Hey, you guys want to try and give us a run for our money?
Oh.
We'll see what we can do. We're just here for the cheese too. We'll see what we can do to not hurt your feelings too bad, or I will destroy you. My brother's a ginger. Gingers are aliens.
Gingers are precious.
My brother's also a theoretical physicist, so I'm not entirely too disavowed by that assessment that they are aliens. He's just trying to cover up what he already knows.
Are you ready? No,
Yes. Bottom to top.
1.
I will destroy you.
I
I will raise your homesteads and burn your crops, salting the earth in my wake. You'll look up to the sky and ask for an uncaring god why you have been forsaken. You will hear nothing in return.
Yep.
Are we still talking about trivia? I don't know, Brian. Are we?
I expected all 5 of them to just have
blow.
sad faces. Like, all of them to have black surrounding them.
Well, we'll have to think up a good team name. But I think this will be fun.
Good luck. Brian, Matt, and their daughters head back to their table.
Well, I guess we need a name. Got any good ideas? Easy, breezy, beautiful. Cover, Dad.
I love it. I've already, like, it's 1999.
Already.
Real Munsters.
Craigslist Swiss Connections.
I like that one.
I like all of them.
Cheese.
It's divisible by 4, however.
Oh, they're all,
so
never mind. They're all cheese. What am I
they're all
thinking?
cheeses. They are divisible by 4, so.
Okay.
Give me some numbers. 2, 4, 6, and 8.
4682.
4682. 1. So, Craigslist Swiss Connections.
Alright.
Wait, Craigslist Swiss Connections? That'll do just nicely.
The waitress comes by with our cheese board, and we revel in its glory. Already I can see a piece of cheddar with my name on it. I pair it with some strawberry preserves and slide into a dairy-induced ecstasy.
Should you gamble where it's illegal? Because I gamble on my Pokemon games. That's not necessarily a gamble, more so than it is a wager between people during a skill-based thing. So long as there's no way for you to purposefully influence a specific outcome, like betting on yourself to lose and then throwing the game, then there's no problems. But like if it's just saying like, I used to do it all the time as a kid, like literally the rules for a lot of card games allow for something called an ante-card.
Okay.
Not A-N-T-I, but A-N-T-E, ante.
Okay.
Like ante up.
Yeah.
Where you literally put a card on the line, like both person has to put a card of their choosing on the line, and both people have to agree that that is the card they're willing to lose if they lose the match.
Okay.
And then you play, and you either get the person's card or you take the person's card. You either take the person's card or they take yours.
Yeah. Dairy-induced ecstasy.
Yes.
There's such a fine variety of cheeses and...
Charcuterie?
Charcuterie that I am positively overwhelmed. A quick dip into the seasoned nuts, a slice of savory yet salty Gouda, or perhaps the focaccia crisp topped with honey and goat cheese.
Here we go. Charcuterie, noun, plural charcuteries. French, a store where pork products as hams, sausages, and pâtés are sold. Items sold in such a store, so sausage and...
A variety of cheese and meat that I am possibly...
Yes, but it's the specific meat. It's like they don't just have like ham. They've got like smoked ham or like
fancy
those like the salted spicy stuff that you can get for that you normally have like salami. Like you know how we always eat we get the Gouda and the salami and we put them on the thing like that.
Yeah.
That's like salami is a charcuterie.
Cool.
Because it's secretly a drug ring or a Candy Crush ring. As in, like, are you calling Candy Crush a drug? Because I know plenty of people that were addicted to it for a very long time.
Topped with honey and goat cheese. I have no idea what's happening.
Shh, it's okay. Just talking business. I'm so happy.
Mood. Hugo raises his glass at me.
Oh! Cheers to cheese. Hey, hey! Yep, I knew exactly who it was.
Middle-aged man in a backwards baseball cap, sunglasses, and cargo shorts jogs out of the back with the frenetic energy of a radio DJ.
Everybody ready for some trivia?
The restaurant cheers. Oh man, looks like everybody's really into this.
Fucking Quizmaster Quinn. Wasn't he Discmaster Quinn whenever he was the DJ?
Yeah.
That's great. That's what I like to hear. For those of you who still don't know me, I'm Quizmaster Quinn. My actual name's Richard, just like a My actual name's Richard. I just like alliteration.
Mood. More cheers.
I see some of you brought your children tonight. That's cool. My children won't speak to me.
Oh dear.
I'm just joking around. Classic Quizmaster Quinn humor. It's actually my wife that won't speak to me. She doesn't want kids. Let's get into some questions. The first category is literature.
Excellent.
Oh, we spent an entire stream in the club about literature. I'm sure we'd have to know something, right?
Yeah.
First, you take away the knives from all the people in there. You make sure that there's nothing that they can stand on top of that they can then kick over later. And just delete Monica.
Always delete Monica.
Excellent. You know who loved literature? My dead father. I looked up to him so much. More jokes! Classic Quizmaster quips. Just trying to keep it light here, folks. Just like I thought my wife was the light of my life. Hugo, you got the literature stuff, right?
Hey, he's an English teacher. I sure hope so.
Does Franz Kafka have an irrational fear of one day waking up as a large, grotesque insect-like creature? Yes. This is the content that encompasses the realms of Gondor, Rohan, Mordor, and Lothlorraine. My bad. You know what those places are.
Yep. Do you know the answer?
Another notable site includes Isengard, the Mirkwood, and Rivendell. What is the Elvish name for this continent? Oh shit! It's
Is it not Endor?
It's not Endor.
Is it Hoth?
No.
Is it?
It's either Arenal or Lemuria, because it's Middle Earth, but yeah. I don't know the Elven name for it.
Do we have to roll for these? Or
no, I feel like we should guess them.
I feel like we should guess them.
If we know the answers to the quiz, we should answer the quiz.
And no phones. We can't Google it.
I'm gonna go with Arenal. Does that sound good to you?
Sounds good to me.
Wrong answer.
Who was the writer that created Tarzan and John Carter of Mars?
Oh shit.
Chris Burroughs, Nathan Hawthorne,
Nathaniel.
E. Docksman. Yeah, Nathaniel
I really
Hawthorne.
feel like it might be Nathaniel Hawthorne or William A. Alcott.
It's Adderall. It's Adderall. Yes, the Elvish name for Middle Earth is Adderall. You think it's Nathaniel Hawthorne?
Or William A. Alcott. I'm not 100% sure.
Should we roll between the two?
Let's roll between the two.
Give me evens, nods.
Evens are Nathaniel Hawthorne.
8. We're going Nathaniel.
Okay.
Edmond Dante is better known as this man.
Shit. I think it's the Count.
The Count of Monte Cristo?
I think it's the Count.
H.G.
Edmond
Wells
Dantes?
or Dante Alighieri. He's not Dante Alighieri because that's Dante from Dante's Inferno.
Yeah.
You want to go with the Count of Monte Cristo?
I really think it's the Count.
Don't do kids, drugs. Don't do kids, stay in drugs, remember to brush your...
vegetables.
Yes. Don't do teeth, stay in drugs, and remember to brush your school.
Alright.
So we're going with Count of Monte Cristo? It's definitely not the Frankenstein's monster, because he never actually has a name.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with the Count of Monte Cristo.
Okay. The Quizmaster walks around the room. I think he's doing crowd work. He stops by mine and Hugo's table.
Whoa, nice cheese plate you got there. Thank you. How's the cheese tasting, big guy? Good. Great. Cheese used to be my favorite food, but I developed a lactose intolerance later in life. I'm sorry to hear that. I also developed clinical depression. I have clinical depression.
This guy right here is the entirety of Gen Z. Because, like, all millennial humor is like, nothing matters and I'm gonna die. Who relates? Whereas Gen Z is like, nothing matters and I'm gonna die.
I was walking down the street and went to school. I got to Adderall. Then they called me Little Annie Adderall. The fuck? Kids don't know how to make good jokes anymore, do they?
I guess not.
Like, not you, Oddish. I'm specifically meaning they don't know how to name people names anymore.
They don't. That's not even creative.
It's really not. People don't tell you to just get over your lactose intolerance, right? Nobody's like, have you tried exercising to get rid of your debilitating dairy allergy? Or you just need to choose to not let your throat close up when you eat brie. These are all very, like, specifically, like, true things.
Yeah?
Anything? Does that scan? I'm trying to workshop my routine here.
Quizmaster Quinn wanders over to another table.
Who wants to start the next round?
Or choose from the audience.
The next round is cinema.
Okay, this one should be easier.
Maybe. If they're actors, I'm screwed.
We'll see.
Oh man, I love movies. Sometimes I'll retreat into them for days on end, because obsessing over a fictional universe is easier than engaging with my real emotions and problems.
Mood. Big mood. Big mood.
Frodo Baggins, am I right? Is he okay? I think it's just his character. I hope. How's your cinema? Spotty. I don't know a lot about movies. But if there are any questions about bad horror movies, I can be of service. That's an interesting one. It's a bit of a guilty pleasure. In Return of the Jedi. Okay, I'm good. What does Luke ask Leia if she remembers? Shit.
Man, I don't fucking know.
It's been so long since I've watched Return of the Jedi.
It's been like almost
definitely
24 years.
It's definitely not their father. It's definitely not their mother. And I don't think it's the Jedi Order, so I think it's their promise.
Alright.
What entertainer makes a fourth wall breaking appearance in the film Gremlins? Charlie Sheen, Hulk Hogan, Emilio Estevez, or Boy George?
I've never seen these movies.
I'm gonna go with Charlie Sheen. No. Hulk Hogan. Because this was Gremlins. Correct. Which of these 80 horror movies does not feature... Which one of these 80s horror movies does not feature an Indian burial ground as part of the setting? Within the Woods, Poltergeist, Pet Cemetery. It's The Shining. The Shining is literally just a crazy man.
Okay.
No. Have you ever seen The Shining? That's the one where they're all trapped in the cabin, right?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
I think it is.
I haven't seen many old things because they're not scary.
I don't know. There's something like ludicrously weird about The Shining.
Yeah.
Seems like we're doing... No, that's you.
Seems like we're doing pretty well, but we're neck and neck with Brian and Matt's team. Those guys are pros. Look over to their table and give them a friendly but competitive nod. I lock eyes with Brian. He gets a much sterner nod.
I see dead people as the sixth sense. And the next category is wrestling. Okay, we're totally boned.
Hugo grabs my arm.
Oh, wait. I got this. Huh? Man, you know who would want to wrestle with? Literally anyone. I crave human interaction. Please put me in a chokehold.
Big mood. Big mood.
Please, it has been so long since I have been held.
Sad Master Queen.
I can only process my emotions by making jokes out of them.
Big mood. Big mood.
Let's start the quiz. Remember that this is the lightning round. The first people to answer get the points.
I look over to Hugo. He's focused. He's in it to win it.
Question 1. This was the original name of Stone Cold Steve Austin in his debut for the WWE. I think I might have known this at one point in time.
Hugo's hand shoots up.
Yes, the enthusiastic one over there. Steve Austin debuted as the Ringmaster.
Correct.
That is correct. Points to Craigslist Swiss connections. Next question. This city was the location of the first ever WrestleMania. Las Vegas?
Yes.
Hugo's hand shoots up again.
Yes, the one who looks like he's known the answer for his entire life. New York. Oh, New York at Madison Square Garden. Okay. Another correct answer for Craigslist Swiss connections.
Hugo is destroying these questions. He's so passionate about this. I've never seen him act like this before. It's honestly kinda hot.
Ooh, a tough one. This title match went down in history as the shortest match at WrestleMania to date.
Hugo jumps up, more excited than I've ever seen him.
Chavo versus Kane. Ooh, sorry, Bucko, but that is incorrect. The answer is actually Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus at WrestleMania 28. No, that's absolutely wrong. The real record is Chavo Guerrero versus Kane, WrestleMania 24, March 30th, 2008. Kane took down Chavo with one chokeslam and pinned him for 3 counts. I will not stand for this travesty. Hey man, I'm just reading from the card here. I don't actually write these. Well, you're still wrong. What are you, my ex-wife?
The crowd erupts in laughter. Hugo blushes. He retreats back to his chair.
Oh.
Fine.
Wow, Hugo seems really fired up about that. Where did he get this encyclopedic knowledge of wrestling?
Man, wrestling fans are weird.
They are.
Like you won't know somebody's a wrestling fan until you mention even the hint of wrestling around them, and then you find out they are the biggest wrestling fan ever.
Uh-huh.
How do you know so much about wrestling?
I don't know.
Oh, I, just pick stuff up.
That sounds suspect, but it seems like he doesn't want to talk about it. I turn my attention back to the Quizmaster.
All right. Looks like we're down to the final category. And it's a close one between Provolone 2, Lost in New York,
Brian and Matt high five.
and Craigslist Swiss Connections.
Hugo and I high five. We look over at Brian and Matt, Carmencita and Daisy, all playfully giving us thumbs up and down, and stick their tongues out. All playfully give us
Thumbs down and stick their tongues out.
I can't fucking read already. I ate a big chunk of cheddar without breaking eye contact to show them just how serious I am.
The final category is cool animals.
We got this.
Animals, huh? I never could take care of another living thing. Hell, I can barely take care of myself. I am falling apart. Anyway, here's the questions. The Canary Islands were named after what kind of animal? Verbs.
I mean...
What is the last animal that appears in the dictionary? A type of American weevil. Hold on. I'm gonna break one rule really quick. I'm double checking to see if that actually exists. ZZYVA.
On the right.
Motherfucker. It is. It's a weevil. Holy shit. I mean, it's that.
Correct.
What mammal has the thickest concentration of fur in nature? Canadian beaver, duckbill, platypus, polar bear, or otter?
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna say polar bear because polar bears are black. Did you know
Yeah.
that? Polar bear skin is black, but their fur makes them look white because of how dense it is.
Yeah.
It's either that or otter. Wanna roll?
Yeah.
Gimme some evens and odds.
Odds are polar bear.
1. It's polar bear.
Incorrect.
Alright, I'm just gonna come around and collect your scorecards and we'll see who comes out on top. Remember, the winning team gets a $25 gift card to Phil's Auto Care. If you need a car part, Phil will fulfill all your needs.
Everyone oohs and ahs.
Ooh, ah.
God, I want that gift card. The Quizmaster goes in back to tally up the score. I pick up what's left of our cheese plate. There's a bit of brie here that tastes absolutely divine on a cracker with a little bit of honey and dried apricot.
Ah.
So, what are your plans after our big win? I'll probably retire. Take Amanda somewhere tropical, drink something out of a coconut. Always wanted to do that. What about you? Probably take my winnings to Colin's gambling ring. Bet it all on black. Walk out of there with more rubber bands in the shape of animals than I know what to do with. Bold, but I like your style.
They're so cute.
You want a last piece of Havarti? Nah, that's all you. You definitely earned it.
I After a couple of minutes, the quizmaster jogs back into the room. Everyone immediately quiets down, waiting with bated breath for the results. Who will win the coveted gift card? I really hope it's us.
Hey, everybody! We've had a great night. Lots of goofs, lots of laughs, a little bit of light cracking in the back. Crying in the back, but that's neither here nor there. It was a close game, but the winner of tonight's trivia contest is... Provolone 2, Lost in New York. Come on down and get your gift card from Phil's Auto Care.
We failed.
Where Phil nominal services. God, I can't do this anymore. Please just take the gift card.
Brian and Matt run up to grab the coupon and bow to the roaring applause of the big crowd. I do my best to convey to Hugo a sense of appreciation for his hard work at trivia with only eyebrow raises and a shoulder shrug.
We'll get them next time, Randy. They haven't heard the last of Craigslist Swiss connections.
Hugo and I walk back toward the cul-de-sac, full of cheese and a sense of defeat.
Brian's good, but I saw some tactical weakness there, which I think we can exploit for the next trivia night. He seemed weak on literature. I think we can establish ourselves early on. It would hurt their team morale. Maybe it would get them more focused on the cheese than winning. You're right. Next time, we'll be prepared. Shame about that one wrestling question, though.
Oh, no.
I'm not kidding. I plan to write a strongly worded letter to whoever employed that man. Come on, there's gotta be a story there. What do you mean? You didn't even stop to think. You pulled that wrestling knowledge out like you were there, like you were at the ring yourself. Oh, it's just stuff I know. Ask again or drop it. Give me evens and odds.
Evens are asking again.
It's a 6. Hugo, I figured you'd be better at lying after dealing with every kid in school for as long as you have. It's embarrassing.
Ah!
It's an odds. Same ones?
Same.
It's 5. We drop it this time. Alright. But hey, good trivia night. Let's get the band back together again soon. Certainly.
That blue shoe! Look at the blue shoe! Hugo and I say our goodbyes and make my way back, I make my way back home.
That was uneventful.
Yeah, it only takes me a minute to walk back home. Amanda's sitting on the couch reading a book about female photographers.
Wow, I thought you didn't like reading.
I don't. This book is all pictures.
Aww.
And even then my patience is being tried.
Aww.
Did you get to eat all the cheese your little heart desired?
I am a happy little cheese monster. But I made sure to leave room for dinner. Who wants breakfast for dinner?
Yes.
Hash browns.
Okay.
Hey.
Toast dipped in egg.
Alright.
Blueberry pancakes.
Well, only if you help me make them.
You know I'm the world's best blueberry sprinkler. And also totally amazing at heating up the maple syrup in the microwave. Now tell me all about that cheese board. Amanda and I spend the evening cooking an elaborate breakfast with everything we can find inside the fridge.
That's not gonna go well. Based off of what I have in the fridge.
Tip 77, don't
Don't
smoke.
smoke. Date complete.
Okay, let's see.
I'm guessing we got a B. C's get degrees. We did not do well. But simultaneously, I'm okay with how that turned out.
Yeah?
Enough so that, like, I don't want to go back and fudge our scores.
Yeah.
Because we've done that enough during this game already.
Yeah.
That was not a situation of an actual quote-unquote bad
Asiago
end.
getter.
Yeah, Asiago getter, yep. And we're down to one dad.
Should we roll
Robert.
for it?
Nah, there's no rolling left. We just got to do Robert twice in a row, and then we get to roll our final roll for the final dad.
Alright.
I think this might be the last episode
Oh,
of
Otter
Dream
Slut.
Daddy.
I was not paying attention.
Well, that actually has been, that one's been displaying the wrong number for a while now. This
No,
number right
Otter's
here.
just gone.
Oh, we said bye for dad. Okay, I didn't. Okay.
Sorry.
Oh well. I'm gonna grab another drink, but
Okay.
actually, I'll go ahead and click this because the 90% of what's about to happen is all you anyway.
Okay. Robert was pretty nice. A little odd, but nice. And ruggedly handsome. We should hang out. I type a message to him on Dadbook.
The spacebar also works.
Hey, Robert. Good seeing you again at the cookout. Want to grab a drink? I sit there for a couple seconds, hoping he'll message me back. ... Hey, it says that he read my message.
Did he fucking leave us on red?
I swear to God, he's about to leave us on red. He left us on red. I anxiously wait for a response.
Motherfucker. Watch cat videos on the internet or twiddle our thumbs. Evens and odds.
Evens are cat videos.
It was a 6 before it fell.
I start down a rabbit hole of cat videos and Robert quickly vanishes from my mind. I didn't realize how long I've been doing this, but by the time I watched maybe my 30th cat video, Robert popped back into my head. I jump back over to Dadbook and see if he's responded yet. Nothing. Well, I guess the guy's busy. Might as well make the best of my day. I get up, walk to the living room, then sit down and turn on the TV.
History channel, food channel, or a game show. Bottom...
Oh,
No, middle, bottom, top.
Come on. Ready?
Yep, middle, bottom, top.
2.
Game show. Ooh, Family Fortune's on. Alright, Nicole, your parents are in the lead and it's up to you to win it big. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I hook the contestant up to a lie detector in front of her parents.
Who is your favorite parent?
Oh. My mom?
Ooh, sorry, incorrect. Next question. If both of your parents were hanging off the edge of a cliff, which one would you save? This is intense.
This is terrible.
I
Love
it.
I lose several hours to whatever the hell that was. Sighing, I get up and walk around the house. My stomach grumbles.
Time for lunch, huh? Oh, I guess it's time for the old Chef Caldwell to cook up a gourmet delicacy.
That's why we haven't gotten a message back. He's still asleep.
Oh yeah, it's before noon.
I walk over to the refrigerator and open the door.
No, he read it already. Remember,
Oh,
he
you're
left us on
right.
red.
You're right. Look at that sleepy boy.
Alright, we got 3 options again.
Oh.
Top to bottom this time.
2.
That was an accident, but go ahead.
Alright, microwave some eggs. This seems easy enough.
They're gonna explode.
That's only if you put them in there just as a thing. If you, like, crack... Like, remember I used to make those eggs in a cup?
Yeah.
You can do that.
I put some eggs in the microwave and set the timer.
1 minute, 3 minutes, or 17 minutes. Bottom to top. We gotta roll for it. That's how this works.
2.
3 minutes. That's not terrible. It's still gonna be bad.
These eggs taste like I got them out of a vending machine for a quarter. Rubber bouncy balls. I finish my snack and walk around the house some more. Bored. When's Amanda coming home?
Oh, I just remembered something.
When we were packing up the old house, we found an old basketball hoop that would hang off a door. It would really bring the living room together. I wonder where I put that.
This is our date, by the way. It's just gonna be us walking around the house. We're literally never going to see Robert.
I spend a couple minutes poking around the new place until I find it. After installing it above one of the doors in the living room, I'm ready to dunk.
Come on and slam.
I take a leap from the free throw line and rocket that sucker down the net. The crowd goes wild.
And welcome to the jam.
I pull up from the three-point line, breaking ankles and sinking fadeaway.
And I forgot the rest of the words to this song.
No look behind the back hook shot. Everyone's on their feet.
Something, something, Space Jam.
I managed to just barely defeat myself at horse before Amanda comes home. Then we cook dinner together. We're proud of ourselves for not even coming close to burning the house down. Afterward, Amanda and I dig into a carton of ice cream over an episode of Toddler Tournament.
Toddler Tournament.
Oh no.
What you have in front of you is a molecularly deconstructed sweet potato with brown sugar demi-glace with creme fraiche. Of course.
This is literally a jaw of baby food.
The toddler immediately bursts into tears. Are we bad people for watching this?
Yes.
Just then my computer dings.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, you probably just got a message. Well, Amanda and I walk over to the computer and check Dad Book. It's a message from Robert. You up? Oh my god.
Did we just get a fucking booty call from
We
Robert?
just got a booty call from Robert. You up? What you doing?
ASL.
Doggos.
What does that mean?
What you doing?
What am I doing?
You're just chilling.
I'm just chilling. I'm watching television with my daughter, or I'm just working on my motorcycle. Give me some numbers.
Top to bottom.
Oh, yeah, top to bottom.
3.
Damn it!
Just working on my motorcycle.
Dad, you're spinning a web of lies. You've never been on a motorcycle in your life. I don't think you've ever even touched a motorcycle. Nice try, though. Couple moments pass by, another message pops up.
Yes.
Wanna grab a drink? Hey, that means he wants to hang out.
I know what that means, Amanda. But it's kinda late.
Come on, Pops, live a little.
I am living. With ice cream. And traumatized toddlers.
Well, it's your life.
It's now or never.
Well,
I don't wanna live forever.
Hey, Matt, did I finish my... No, it's
Your Toblerone?
I haven't been eating for any of her lines. Sorry, I haven't been eating.
I was
for any of
terrified
her
for a second.
lines.
I didn't see what was flipped up. Hey, little guy, you looking at us now?
Hi,
Did
Stinker.
our singing wake you up?
Hi, Stinker.
He's too tired to actually move.
Well, it's your life. I think you'd have a lot of fun tonight. You are trying to get to know the neighbors better, aren't you? You're not gonna throw that away?
Nope.
Okay.
Here, I'll throw it away. Come on and slam. Fine.
I type a message back to Robert asking him for details, and he tells me to meet him at Jim and Kim's.
Jim and Nick's. We're heading to Jim and Nick's barbecue. Well, don't wait up for me.
Yeah.
I never do. I throw on a nice jacket and run out the door. It's only a short walk to Jim and Kim's, and it's a beautiful night.
Wish I lived in walking distance from shit.
I walk into the bar and see the usual crowd of barflies drinking beer and watching sports. I spot Robert at the back of the bar and wave hi as I walk over.
Hey, man. How's it going? Hey, buddy. Oh, no.
Ahoy there, Skipper. Robert and Mary here? Uh-oh.
I brought Mary along. Figured we needed a drinking buddy.
Oh, man. I was excited to get to know Robert a little better.
These two would be perfect for each other.
Now I have to deal with this weird married lady making passes at me.
Come on.
Don't look so... That's you.
Don't look so scared, kiddo. We're just having a drink.
Yeah, speaking of... Yeah, that's right. That's Robert. Yeah, speaking of which, I think it's time for the first round. What are you having?
Ah.
Beer, something tropical, or whiskey straight up? Bottom to top.
1.
Whiskey straight up? Daft after my own heart, huh?
Yes! Robert orders 3 shots of whiskey and passes them between us. Well, this wasn't how I expected my night to be going.
Hey.
Here's to bad decisions and relaxed moral values, fellas. What have I gotten myself into?
This is a terrible group of people.
This is a terrible group of people. They all knock back the shots. I almost choke on the whiskey as it burns down my throat. Holy hell, that was a kick. I look over at Robert and Mary, who seem like old pros at this. Robert grabs his jacket and throws it on.
Let's get marching.
What?
That's young, Chief. Come on, we're bar hopping. Oh, alright.
We leave the bar and start walking down the street. I still don't know this area of town very well, so I just follow Robert.
Never understood the concept of bar hopping. What was the point of going to each individual bar and getting one drink?
I don't know.
When you could just get hammered at one bar.
Because certain bars have certain specialties, and you want to have
Try
the
'em
special.
all.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense if you like a bunch of different alcohols. I guess I'm a fuddy-duddy. I have like 3 drinks
You
that I
like
drink.
bottled drinks that you can get anywhere.
Well, there are a couple of like the thing is I do have favorites that I get from bar to bar,
Yeah.
but when I start drinking one, I want to drink that and then pretty much just that. I don't feel the need to go to another bar. There's also very little bars that are in walking distance from other bars in Tuscaloosa.
I mean, yeah.
Good bars, that is. I mean, you can walk from a good bar to a shitty bar if you wanted to go bar hopping, but...
From a shitty bar to a shitty bar.
Yeah, if you're on the strip. Ooh, strip burn. But the ones on the strip are shitty, right? Like, I'm not joking.
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken in saying that, correct?
Nope.
So, where are we headed? Hey. Irish I were drinking. It's an Irish pub. A good pun is whiskey to my heart.
Ugh. Puns are the lowest form of humor, Randy. Try harder. Ouch, am I gonna be the butt of the joke all night?
Jesus, Mary, put your fangs away for a second.
We walk into Irish I were drinking. Bar's pretty much the same as Jim and Kim's, except for the old-timey Irish memorabilia on the walls.
Next round, what are you having? Whiskey hasn't failed me yet. Beer might be good. Do they make fruity Irish cocktails? Bottom to top.
3.
Whiskey hasn't failed me yet. Let's do it.
We're doing really well.
We keep rolling whiskey.
Robert orders 3 more glasses of whiskey, and we post up in a garish green booth. Mary slides in and slides up next to Robert, which makes sidles up next to Robert, which makes me breathe a sigh of relief.
Let's sip this one, why don't we?
Suit yourself. Mary immediately downs her shot in one gulp and burps loudly. That'll put hair on your chest.
You are truly the paragon of grace and beauty.
God, they would go so well together. Mary grabs my drink and sips on it.
Hey!
Randy, be a dear and get us another round, will ya? I don't know how to process this evening at all. I get up and order another round of drinks from the bartender. As I head back, I see Mary and Robert having a lively conversation. Robert roars with laughter. I don't think I've ever seen the guy smile, let alone laugh. I take a seat across the booth from them and pass out the drinks. So Edith's kid snuck some pot brownies into the table at the last bake sale, right? And I spot that little hemp sweethearted gremlin, sweatshirted gremlin, in the act. So I go up to Edith with the baggie and I'm about to tell her when all of a sudden she just freaks out on me. "You're ruining the bake sale," she says. "I should have been PTA president. Your roots are bad, blah, blah, blah."
So what'd you do?
I told her to have a brownie and that everything was gonna be fine. They both erupt in laughter. I politely follow along with the story. She ate 3. More laughter. Okay, that was actually pretty funny. She called the cops and told them that time had stopped. Mary looks directly at me. "Do you smoke weed?"
I've smoked oregano.
You know, the devil's lettuce.
Aye.
I have 2 big fat blunts in my purse right now. One ablaze.
Hashtag just blaze? What, no, I'm a law-abiding citizen, or you with the feds?
Oh man, I feel like you with the feds is the correct
Top
answer.
to bottom. No, he's outside. There's no way you could have gotten in.
Okay, what? Top to bottom? Are we sure?
We might as well check. I think there might be a cat in my room right now.
Booger?
Come on, open the door.
Oh, he's right outside the door.
Yeah, and meowing to get in.
No, you cannot come in. Sorry.
That's what I was sure. I was like, I'm pretty sure he's not in here. He hates the smell of this place.
He's just, all we heard was meow.
Yeah, it was very, very quiet meow, and we're like, I was like, no, he's not in here. He can't be in here.
He was not. Okay.
Right.
Top to bottom, right?
Top to bottom.
2.
Oh, damn it.
Fuck! Oh, okay. Weed is legal in Massachusetts.
And I'm a super law-abiding citizen.
Robert giggles helplessly.
Hey.
I'm just kidding, cowboy.
Lay off the kid, Mary. You might not be used to your brand of humor.
Fine, fine. We sit around and sip our drinks, people watching and cracking jokes after a little bit of time, and I begin to warm up to Mary. Her jokes become much funnier and much less scary. But it seems like she's not going anywhere anytime soon. I just wanted some alone time with Robert. Wonder if I can get her to leave somehow.
This is Joseph wondering where you are. Lots of eligible bachelors around here, huh? Could you get the next round? Could you get your next round as the best one, but go ahead and do bottom to top.
3.
Damn it! That's the worst one!
Mm-hmm. Whoa, buddy. You're bringing the sanctity of marriage into this.
No,
No, it's fine. You could dig into my private life that I'm sure you think is your business.
slow down, Mary.
You trying to ditch me, pal?
No.
Because if you're trying to ditch me, you can just tell me to scram.
I just...
No, it's fine. Randy wants alone time with his new best buddy, Robert. Read you loud and clear. The wingman breaks formation to pursue their prey.
Hey.
Now, if you fellas will excuse me, Mary needs to sink her teeth into a helpless boy.
Go with God. Nice seeing you.
Come on.
Deuces, nerds. Mary gets up and saunters over to a young-looking guy at the bar.
Oh.
She grows on you. Does she, though? I feel like she kind of delights in making men suffer.
Huh.
Well, she does. What about her and Joseph? What about them? You know, they're married. And she definitely tried to get in my pants the other night, and...
I gestured to her across the bar, where she's making goo-goo eyes at that young guy from before. He looks like he's being held hostage.
Hey.
That's just a thing she does. She's harmless. Tell that to the boy she's hanging off of. Poor kid looks like he's seen war.
Robert lets out a hearty laugh. Hey, I got to him.
Man. You know I pegged you for one of those straight lace types. Oh, don't worry. I got pretty wild back in my day. Still got a little wild in you? I have a child I need to care for, in all caps. There's so much wild in me, and you know it. Top to bottom.
2. 3.
Shut up.
I get so wild I've got, a whole safari in here. Just really wild. All the time.
Robert orders a couple more rounds of shots. I gulp. What am I getting myself into?
Think you can go shot for shot?
There's only one way to look cool here. I grab the shot closest to me and down it. Robert looks impressed. He takes his shot and knocks it back.
That's one. So...
What do I even talk about? He's so cool and he probably hates small talk.
So how are things? I hate small talk. Okay. Too many people. This isn't necessarily you, but too many people think that they have to fill the dead air with noise. Personally, I think they're afraid of the silence. Or they're afraid of what other person is gonna think of the silence. If you want some unsolicited advice, just learn to be comfortable with silence.
I don't think you want unsolicited advice. but
Nothing
okay.
wrong with two people sitting in silence and drinking whiskey. Oh. Alright.
Hey.
Robert and I sit in silence and drink whiskey. I take in the rest of the bar. Patrons laughing, playing darts, spilling beer. Mary giving the hard sell to that young man. The young man pretending he's got a phone call from one of his friends. Huh. Maybe silence is nice sometimes.
Unless you're streaming, in which case literally no dead air. If you have dead air, you failed.
Yeah.
Did you ever kill a man?
I choke in my drink.
Excuse me? You know, watch the life drain from someone's eyes. Not just their life, you know. It's their hopes and dreams draining away. Every memory and experience they've ever had. Gone. No. Great, me neither. I fucking love Robert.
Robert knocks back his shot and motions for me to do the same. I reciprocate.
I'm just messing with you, relax.
I laugh nervously.
Or am I?
I laugh nervously. Again. We sip more whiskey and people watch some more. Mary has her sights set on another man after the other one excused himself to the bathroom and, I assume, crawled out the window. Gosh, this whiskey's hitting me hard.
Gosh, this whiskey's hitting me hard. You betcha.
Robert gets up out of the booth, shouldering his jacket.
Let's roll. Sorry, whiskey. Inside voices.
Oh.
Let's roll. Wait, what about Mary? Brother, Mary's gonna be just fine.
I look over to Mary, who's lying on the bar in front of some poor sap. She's singing happy birthday to him while he insists that it's not his birthday.
Damn it, Mary.
We make our way out of the bar and back onto the street. I'm trying my hardest not to stumble, but man, that sidewalk is just coming right at me. I hope Robert doesn't notice me tripping over my own feet, like this is the first time I've ever been drunk.
Where to? You'll see.
Follow Robert through street lamps, spotlights, until we eventually arrive at a rundown strip mall. There's a beauty salon, a sex shop, a computer repair store that looks like it's been closed for 10 years, and finally, a liquor store.
Wait here. I'll be right back.
After a minute, Robert returns with 2 wine bottles in brown paper bags. He hands one to me.
Cheers.
He sits on the curb and drinks. He motions for me to do the same. This is really not where I expected the night to go. I take a sip.
Sorry, I went fast. White Zinfandel? What? Nothing I just wasn't expecting. It's delicious, fruity, and refreshing. Don't judge me.
He would have had a positive response to a fruity drink?
I don't know if he would have, or if he was, you know, maybe he's actually to a certain degree sensitive and he didn't want Mary seeing him being like fruity drink, because we got the best responses possible from whiskey on both times.
But he also likes whiskey anyway.
We were also in public then.
Yeah. I start to say something, think of his lecture about valuing silence earlier, and stop. I sip on my wine and watch cars drive by.
Oh. Let's throw rocks at shit.
Robert suddenly hurls a rock at a stop sign. The ding echoes throughout the empty parking lot.
What are you, 15? That felt good.
He presses a stone into my free hand.
Now you try. I don't know. With feeling.
I look at the rock in my hand and look at the stop sign. Back at the rock, back at the stop sign. I know what has to be done.
Guy got a problem with authority. I'm sorry, or this one's for you, Pappy.
Oh my god.
Top, bottom, middle.
2,
One's for you, Pappy. I have unresolved resentment toward my father, and I'm gonna express it through property damage.
I love it. I hurl the rock at the sign. It sails over the stop sign right into the window of a parked car, leaving a crack.
Really? Dude, run.
He's fucking 15.
He's
fucking 15.
He never stopped being 15 years old.
Maybe he just didn't have a time to be 15. I leap up and dart into the nearest alley, wine in hand. I can hear Robert's footsteps behind me. After I'm sure I'm far enough away.
Is this the same place where we got the oregano weed?
Yeah. After I'm sure I'm far enough away from the cracked window that I am no longer culpable for this heinous crime, I stop to catch my breath.
Alright, there's like a hangnail on my pinky toe.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Maybe we strike rock throwing from the to-do list. Agreed.
Suddenly my stomach growls. Oh man, I'm starving.
Let's get pizza.
Oh man.
What?
I wanted to go to City Cafe with you this week because it's spring break. But they're closed because it's spring break. They're always closed on spring break.
That's silly. I can't argue with that. Where's good around here? Actually, I don't even care if it's good. I just need to be edible and in my mouth in the next 5 minutes. I know just the place.
I follow Robert through the maze of alleys and side streets until we eventually hit up a tiny hole-in-the-wall pizza joint. The bright red neon sign reads, Pete's Pizza, Pizza.
Pete's Pizza Pizza.
I love it.
Ta-da.
I can see a few exhausted-looking workers behind the counter tossing dough and pulling piping hot pizzas right out of stone ovens. My stomach rumbles again. We go up to the counter and get ready to order. Oh my god. So I'm sorry, I'm gonna tell a story. So, for my senior trip, my best friend Kayla, her mom, her aunt, and a couple cousins went on a cruise. And, they were like, CBQ, we're going on a cruise to celebrate, graduation. Would you like to come with us? And adding on another guest was only like $600. So hell yeah, I'm gonna go on a cruise for $600. So like my parents helped pay for it, obviously, because I didn't have the entire $600 at the moment. So they helped me pay for it, and I went, and they have food all the fucking time. It was 4 in the morning, and I got pizza and ice cream at 4 in the fucking morning. They don't have the entire buffet all day. But they had pizza and fucking ice cream at 4 in the morning. Holy shit, it was great.
Because you gotta imagine, like, 90% of the people on cruise, like, you always assume, like...
People are drunk there most of the time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, cruises, whenever I think of cruises, my initial thought is a bunch of, like, you know, families doing just family stuff. But then the more I think about cruises, the more I realize I go, As I'm starting to get older, if I ever went on a cruise, I would literally just use it as a chance to be shit-faced 24/7, because I never have to touch a car the entire time
you
I'm
want
there.
You want to be sober when you dock, though, so that you can enjoy the dock times.
But it's like, while
But
I'm on
usually
the
they
boat,
dock at like 9 a.m.
Yeah.
So
I want to be shit-faced the entire time I'm on the boat. That's just how I want this to be.
yeah.
I don't care about anything else. I just need to be shit-faced the entire time I'm on the boat. And then I just need to be eating food and, like, going in the pool and just, like, if I could go with me and, like, 2 friends.
Yeah.
And we just, like, did that. So, I just had a ridiculous... I'm going to lap this really quick. I'm going to have... This is the first lap of the day. Wow, it's been
sorry.
an hour. This is a ridiculous idea.
Okay.
Anime convention on a cruise.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay, but that's what Disney cruises are.
Because that's what they get. That's what they get. What's it called? There's a thing. There's a cruise called the. I think it's called like the like 30 tons of metal cruise.
Yeah.
And it is a cruise that just books like 30 metal bands and has them playing around the clock, and it's just a cruise full of metalheads.
That's amazing.
And so there's a cruise that does that, and so I really want to see if there's a cruise that somebody could make where it's just, hey, for the next week you're at a cosplay you're at an anime convention on a boat in the middle of nowhere. Here's a place for you to have all of your like bikini
photo shoots. Yeah.
All of the every single one of those. Here's the cosplay, but they're at the beach characters. Like, do that here. Also, you can do what every convention is, which is you just get shit-faced and make friends while you're shit-faced and talk about anime and video games.
Holy shit.
They could have a tournament. I need to do this now. I need to pitch this to somebody who can actually listen.
Pitch this to Ray. We can't afford that. I don't know what we're talking about.
You crazy? I can't afford an Xbox.
All right.
You know what that's a reference to?
No.
I'll need to show you that video. You've seen the video. It's the Fairy Wish Prince.
Yes.
Hey, can I get 2 slices of Hawaiian pizza?
Hell yeah.
Oh, wait, Randy, you cool with pineapple on pizza, right? Of course, or ew, no. The great decider.
All right.
The decider of our generation. Does Randy like pineapple on his pizza?
All right. Evens are of course.
5.
Fuck!
Randy is not a madman.
Robert grabs me by the collar.
I respect your opinion, and I will fight with my life for your right to say it. But where's your sense of adventure? Where's your sense of taste? Why won't you love yourself?
Yes.
The juiciness of the pineapple paired with the tanginess of the sauce is a flavor combination that anyone should experience at least once, if not 1,000 times more. Pineapple on pizza is one of the few things in life that I genuinely and thoroughly enjoy. Please, please just do this for me. No, do this for yourself. Oh, 2 slices of Hawaiian pizza. Abso-goddamn-lutely.
We wait for a minute for our pizza to come out of the oven. I'm practically drooling at the smell. The cashier hands us each a giant slice on a paper plate so saturated with grease that I'm worried it will fall apart. We take our pizzas outside and wander through the alleyways as we eat.
I'm glad to hear that Randy's not a crazy person.
Fuck off. I take a bite out of the pineapple pizza and, hey, it's actually not that bad. I can't believe I spent so much of my life beating this sort of pizza. Berating this sort of pizza to all of my friends. Maybe I should give pineapple pizza a shot one day.
Nope. Man, I feel way better now. You and me both.
We hear noise coming out of a slightly ajar door in the alleyway. Robert looks at me excitedly.
Got any more of that wild in ya? So tired, but I love my daughter and I should go home and make sure that she's alright, or you betcha.
Oh, man. Oops, sorry.
Middle, top, bottom.
2.
Thank God.
You betcha. Good on ya.
Robert and I slide the door open and peek inside. It's completely dark except for some flickering light. We slowly creep forward, cautious not to be heard or seen.
Shh. Don't shush me so loud. Shh.
We come to the end of the hallway and find ourselves standing in front of a movie screen. Oh, this suddenly makes sense.
Did we really just sneak into a movie theater like a couple of teenagers? No talking during the movie.
We look into the audience and are surprised to find that it's almost completely empty, save for a row of a few teenagers in the front. They look annoyed when they notice us. Robert starts making his way to the very back of the theater, and I follow him. We settle in with our wines and try to make sense of the movie. It's a romantic comedy, I think.
A bottle of wine at a movie sounds way too fun.
It's a romantic comedy, I think. A young man is frantically trying to get through New York to find the woman that he's finally realized he's in love with.
Kiss already! There's nobody to kiss yet. You want him to kiss the taxi driver? Hell yeah.
I love him so much. The kids down the way notice us heckling. One of them speaks up.
Hey man, keep it down.
Oh damn, that's Ernest Hemingway.
Hugo's last name is Hemingway?
Oh my fucking god.
Motherfucker. Hugo's last name is Hemingway.
Why is this not surprising to me? This just isn't surprising.
Oh shit, I love it so much. I'm so glad that we didn't actually realize that until just now. Ernest, hey Ernest, I know you. It's me, your neighbor, hi.
Ernest turns back around, embarrassed, and turned back to Robert.
You kiss anyone yet?
It turns out that yes, he did kiss someone. He made his way out to a tiny island near New York to profess his love to a woman who, for some reason, he knew would be there. She tells him that they hit the jackpot. He says that they had, but I think there was some subtext I'm missing here.
Boo, love is dead. Shut up, it's beautiful. No, you shut up.
Oh dear, Ernest grumbles. The credits start to roll. I stand up. Robert immediately pulls me back down.
Hundreds of people worked very hard to make this film happen. Yes. You're going to sit here and appreciate them.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Look at that. Elizabeth Shelton. She worked really hard. I bet she did lots of good wardrobe design. Thank you, Elizabeth Shelton, for this beautiful film-going experience. And Peter Anders, catering, fed a bunch of people so they could have the energy to do their jobs. What a guy.
Well, I love him so much. He's my favorite dad. He stands for everything I stand for.
He's so intensely passionate about individual things that really shouldn't matter.
When he loves something, he fucking loves it. Holy shit. We let the credits roll while Robert individually thanks thanks every member of the crew. Once it's finally over, he makes sure that no animals were harmed in the making of this film, and we leave the movie theater.
Damn it, Robert.
No, there are some movies that don't have them.
I know.
We stumble into the theater parking lot, polishing off the rest of our wine. Hey, assholes. Out of nowhere.
I didn't know. I didn't say it because I didn't know who said it, actually.
A rock flies through the air and hits me on the knee.
My knee? What the hell?
Ernest and his friends stand in the alleyway, blocking our exit.
Oh, what do you guys want? Why'd you go and throw a rock at my knee? This was my good knee. My orthopedist is gonna be pissed.
Ernest tosses another rock up and down in his hand. What's wrong with this kid?
You ruined my theater-going experience. Now you have to pay. Oh. Well, I don't have any cash on me right now. And, movies got really expensive.
Ernest hucks another rock at my other knee. I'm able to jump out of the way, but I didn't properly stretch before physical activity, so I'm probably gonna feel super sore in the morning.
We ruined it for you? That movie was pretty crappy in the first place. Hey, you take that back. That was a beautiful love story. With really genuine acting.
I fucking love this so much.
You call that good acting? What classist mainstream...
Classicist.
Yeah, classicist mainstream slop have you been served your entire life? What? Huh? You ever seen any Michael Powell? A Matter of Life and Death, 1946? Easily the toughest 5 minutes minutes of love you'll ever witness. Listen, man. No, you listen. That popcorn-ass drivel the mass media is shoving down your throat will only make you dumber and sadder. You, of all people, should strive for a higher standard in the art you consume. Your name is Ernest Hemingway, for Christ's sake. Oh no, now you've done it.
Ernest rushes Robert, screaming like a banshee.
Yeah!
I dive between Ernest and Robert, trying to stop the kid. He lunges forward, kicking me as hard as he can in the knee.
Fuck my knee!
Robert gets in between Ernest and myself. It's as if he's seeing red. Fuck, my fucking knee hurts.
Alright, buddy. Talk like a punk, get hit like a punk.
Robert squares up into a boxer stance. He's under 18. You're gonna get...
They assaulted us first.
That's fair.
Self-defense. Queensbury rules. 3-minute rounds with 1 minute rest in between. No low blows, fish hooks, J-jabs, or high blows. What?
Excuse me?
Don't even think about pulling an illegal turnstile. It's an automatic deduction of 3 points. You'll have to designate a second if you're unable to fulfill your role as main duelist. One of your friends over there looks like he has enough youthful vivacity in him to handle it. Hey man, I don't want to get dragged into this. That movie sucked. It's too late. You two are bloodbound. If he dies, you die. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Talk to Queensbury. We're just gonna go. Fucking long. He brought out shit, like actual shit rules that where you have to require a second to do all. It's so good.
It. Ernest and his friends warily back away. Robert calls after them.
The Queensbury Association will hear about this and consume better content.
Once the teens are safely out of earshot, Robert turns to me.
Were you about to actually fight that kid? You kidding me? I would never hit a child. That'd be despicable. You throw the rules at them, though. They always bolt. Nobody wants a Queensbury-sanctioned throwdown. But, full disclosure, I made half of that up. Wow.
Hey.
See? You don't even have to know the rules. Just make them up. Come on, let's get out of here.
How dare you?
Robert and I cool down a bit as we walk back to the neighborhood.
I'm so sorry. I get really into art of filmmaking when I drink. It's okay. I think it's cool how much you like movies. To be honest, I don't know a lot about them myself. Buddy, I got so much to show you. You ever seen any Sam Fuller? Is this like a cooler, buffer, Cody?
Maybe.
We have a friend who's a major film buff. And I can't not see him as Cody now.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. Fuller is cash. Thanks for defending my honor. Thanks for dinner and a movie. Thanks for the adventure.
Like all of these.
Bottom to top.
3, 2.
Thanks for defending my honor. It's a little strange when you say it that way, but sure, why not?
Robert throws an arm around my shoulder, and we drunkenly belt out tunes all the way back. We finally get to his doorstep.
That seems like fun. This was an interesting night. I liked it.
A smile forms on his cheeks, a rare sight.
Let's hang again soon, yeah? Yeah.
I linger there for a second, swaying drunkenly in the night breeze. Robert claps me on the shoulder.
Night, bud.
Robert heads back inside, and I stumble my way back home.
Date complete. We got a decent amount of daddy points.
Ah!
So I've realized something.
What?
Dad points are when you get regular hearts. Daddy points are when you get the eggplants.
Okay.
And so if you don't get many points in either, then you get a bad rank. Knife Dad.
You got that.
Knife Dad.
Knife Dad, I love it.
I wonder if we'll have a chance to date all of them, or if we only get to do one at a time.
I don't know.
We got one more date with Robert, though, before we can actually go to our quote-unquote final date.
Had a lot of fun with Robert last time we hung out, but I'm beginning to wonder if he's dodging me. I've tried messaging him a few times, and Dad Book says he hasn't even read them. Haven't even seen him come out of his house, actually. I decide to send him one last message, figuring that this will produce the same result. Hey man, don't know where you've been, but we should grab a drink soon. I walk away from the computer because at this point I know he's not messaging me back anytime soon. I linger in the kitchen. I'm all caught up on work. The house is relatively clean. Maybe I should do something nice for Amanda. Ah, I'll bake her favorite pie. I root through the pantry and pull out all the ingredients. This is an old family recipe that I used to make with my grandmother when I was a kid. I lost the actual recipe card a long time ago, but I think I'll be able to remember how to bake it. I start mixing the ingredients together for the crust until I get a nice dough. I throw some cherries into a saucepan to make the filling. Normally I don't like to multitask in the kitchen, but this cherry pie is a piece of cake. Pie? It's a piece of pie. I'm making a pie. Oh man, I can never remember what temperature you're supposed to set the oven at. Pretty sure it's 375, but I could be wrong.
Anywhere between 375 to 450. You're pretty much good.
Who am I kidding? I'm never wrong when it comes to this pie. My special twist on Grandma's recipe includes a secret ingredient that not even Amanda knows about. It really makes the cherries extra flavorful. God, why can't I remember what the secret ingredient is?
More cherries. Yes, there's an option for more cherries. Salt or almond extract. Middle, top, bottom.
3,
Extract.
Oh, it's almond extract, duh.
I feel like it would actually be...
Oops, I accidentally poured a little too much in. Way too much in. I'm sure it's fine. Baking is an art, and some of the most beautiful art is made from mistakes.
You're making the Jackson Pollock of pies.
I finally get the pie in the oven. How long am I supposed to leave it in there? 50 minutes? No, I'll just wing it.
Turn the oven light on and check every 30.
Amanda's going to be so excited. That kid loves a good pie. I have a seat at the kitchen table and do word jumbles until Amanda comes home. I can hear the door slam open. Yo, Pops, what smells like pie in here?
It's pie, sweetie.
Amanda darts over to the oven and looks inside. Yes!
Hey, it's not done. Be patient.
What's your angle here?
What?
Pies are an objective-based confection.
Objective-based confection.
What are you trying to get out of me?
Fine, you caught me. Nothing, or I've been leading a double life.
God.
Please do the last one.
I fucking love our relationship with our
Bottom
daughter.
to top.
1.
Yes! Amanda, I have terrible news for you. I'm actually a pro skateboarder, an aspiring astronaut, and a bank robber. The lifestyle is calling me back, and I must go. One last job. You know how it is.
Boy, he's
Pie was the only way I knew how to tell you.
Well, I appreciate the years we spent together, but a trade-up is a trade-up. Remember me when you're kicking your feet up in Ibiza. Thanks for all the pie. We share a cordial handshake.
He's drinking water.
He's a thirsty
I
boy.
had to refill his water recently. I didn't even have a chance to have to drain it out. He literally just drank all of the water that was in the first one.
He is thirsty boy. Wait a few more minutes before taking the pie out of the oven. I set it on a rack to cool and guard it so Amanda can't dig into it before it's ready. Huh.
What?
Does it look kind of weird to you?
Oh, it's just me taking artistic license on what cherry pie means to me emotionally.
I'm just saying this because, you know, it seems like you might have baked this pie incorrectly. And you're currently, right now, trying to pass it off as a good thing.
It's art, sweetie.
Was it art when you accidentally baked a whole uncracked egg into the center of my 12th birthday cake?
Yes, it represents birth. Well, it's...
Was it art when you tried to make brownies and accidentally created chlorine gas?
It's to represent the death of the body for eating too many sweets. Well, that's a bit of an exaggeration.
Was it art when you...
Just eat the pie, Panda.
I cut us a few slices and we sit down to eat. The cherry filling oozes out the sides and the buttery crust glistens. I watch as Amanda takes a bite.
Oh no.
Oh!
What's wrong? Is it no good?
Amanda winces and fans her mouth. No, I had just burned the heck out of the roof of my mouth. This pie's amazing. Sorry for doubting you.
Okay.
I breathe a sigh of relief and take a bite. She's right. The pie is pretty incredible, as it always is. I'm really proud of you for making a pie without burning the new house down.
I got a few dad tricks up my dad's sleeve. Maybe fathers aren't as bumbling and stupid as the media makes us out to be. Maybe we as a society should have a little bit more respect for our fathers as in a whole. Maybe I shouldn't have chosen a stupid, silly voice for the dad because he's a dumb, stupid dad.
Dad, your sleeve is on fire. I run to the sink and put myself out. Pride will be my undoing. Amanda and I clean up the kitchen and play a little more living room hoops before she retreats to her room to do homework. I go back to my word jumbles. Hey, this one spells cat.
What the fuck? Hold on.
I wonder if it would change depending on what we were wearing.
I don't think it would. But there was a word jumble where there's literally no way for the word to be jumbled. It can spell tack, act, cat.
Yeah.
And that's it. Those three are the three. TCA is the only way you can put it together that doesn't make a word, or
Yeah.
CTA. Those are the only two ways that you can put it together that don't make a word. But tack, act, and cat are all words. How the fuck do you do a word jumble with a 3-letter word?
I don't fucking know, Paladin. I don't.
Sorry, am I taking this out of context here? Am I making too much of a deal about this?
A little bit.
Okay.
Sweet baby. Love him. The rest of the evening trickles by. We eat dinner, I help Amanda with one of her scholarship applications, and we both start getting ready for bed. I decide to check Dad Book one last time before I climb into bed. Still nothing from Robert. Huh, I hope he's okay. I turn out the lights and lie down. Ding! Hey. Randy. Hey, Randy. Hey, Randy. Hey, I'm outside. Come outside.
Robert, damn it.
Oh, what is that? I was just on the verge of falling asleep. I climb out of bed and try to identify the source of the dinging. My computer screen illuminates the dark room. Hey, Randy. I'm outside. Come outside.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Randy. Hey, Randy. Hey, I'm outside. I'm outside.
I walk over to it, ready to turn it off, when I notice what's happening on screen. Don't make me honk. I will honk. Get out here. I look out my window, and sure enough, there's Robert leaning up against his pickup in the driveway.
I fucking love every last minute of interacting with Robert.
Yep.
He's a little kid.
He is.
In an adult body, and I love it.
I open my door and try to figure out what's going on.
Hey. Hey?
Oh.
Wanna hang? I was kind of sleeping. That's no fun. Come hang out.
I would argue that sleeping is very fun, but I don't have to be anywhere in the morning. Might as well live a little.
Sure. Cool. You plan on going out like that?
I look down and realize that I am, in fact, not wearing pants.
I mean, I don't mind. Right, 1 second.
Thirsty boy. I run inside and throw on my going out pants, shoes, and a jacket.
As opposed to my staying in pants.
I grab my keys and meet Robert back outside.
Mm-hmm.
Ready? Ready.
Mm-hmm.
Hop in.
Thirsty boy. Thirsty.
You a thirsty boy. You a thirsty boy. He's a thirsty boy.
Oh, he's a sleepy boy. I jump into the passenger seat of his old red pickup truck. I have to move a few empty cigarette packets and gas station receipts out of the way before I can sit. Robert silently starts the car and we drive out of the cul-de-sac.
Hey.
I'm a sleepy.
He has fallen asleep in his food before.
His truck must suck.
He said old pickup.
Yeah?
But he does have a dinosaur skateboarding down here and a very
love it.
distraught pineapple. And what looks like an elephant with a heart. I have a feeling his kid put these on here.
I have a feeling.
You like Tom Waits? Love Tom Waits, Tom Who, or Hoist That Rag Baby? Right. Bottom to top.
1.
I feel like that might be the best option.
Probably.
Yep. That's you.
Before I can answer, Robert turns up the radio. Yep, that's Tom Waits, all right. He lights a cigarette and cracks the windows. We drive together in silence.
So, where are we going?
Robert doesn't respond.
Robert? Oh, I heard you.
He still doesn't answer my question. I look out the window and notice that Robert's taking us to the highway. I twiddle my thumbs.
Robert, what the hell?
Well, whatever I've gotten myself into, it looks like I'm in it for the night. I settle into my seat and watch streetlights pass by.
You follow Robert around if you want to end up in a movie plot.
Yeah. I glance over to Robert, who's driving intently. He looks tired as he always does, but there's something a bit more there that I can't quite place.
I like your car. Say nothing or are you okay?
Remember them.
Top to bottom.
3.
Say nothing. Yep.
I remember what Robert said about hating small talk, and I decide to keep my mouth shut. He notices me staring.
Stop looking so nervous. I'm not nervous.
I'm a little nervous.
Hey.
Just hang on. We're almost there.
Almost where? I have no idea where we are. I think we're moving at a slight incline, but I'm not so sure.
Please tell me we're going to a drive-in. A drive-in theater.
We eventually come to a stop. Robert gets out of the car, and I sit for a second, unsure if he wants me to get out too.
What are you waiting for?
I hastily exit the car. Robert sits on the bed of his truck and pats the space next to him. We're going star watching.
Aww.
I sit down and take in the view. We're on a hill overlooking the city skyline against the bay. The cool night air rustles some trees near us as the light blinks in the distance. Off to the side, I can see an entrance to the dense forest.
Robert is one of those, like, sensitive souls that, like, doesn't give a shit about how people, like, see him as a sensitive soul.
Yeah.
In a way that, like, as soon as somebody says anything about it, he's like, yeah, what of it? You have a fucking problem with that? Yeah, take care of the local bats down the road. I have a bat house in my place. Make sure they got plenty of food. They need food. Bats are important. They eat bugs. Get rid of all the mosquitoes when it comes to summer. Of course I'm taking care of them. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Love him so much.
That's the kind of character he is. Also, my schedule is slightly off, so I went out of do not disturb mode early.
I sit down. Oh.
We read that, yeah.
Man, it's all so gorgeous.
This is where I come to masturbate. What? I'm kidding. What's wrong with you? This is my little spot when I come to think. It's nice. See the whole city from up here. Really gives you some perspective.
Robert reaches behind him and pulls something out from under his jacket. It glints in the moonlight, and I suddenly realize what it is. Probably.
I think I know what it is. It is Robert we're talking about here. Oh shit, that's a knife! Never mind! Never fucking mind! Okay!
Oh, we woke up the baby.
I'm so sorry, Pixel, but holy shit, he's got a knife!
We woke him up. Oh, come here. I can't reach you.
Holy shit, he's got a knife!
I can't reach you. Abby, I can't reach him.
I
can't reach him to
hold on, give me
apologize.
my knife so I can be like Robert. I want to be like Robert. There we go. Oh shit, he's got a knife.
Let me see what you have.
A knife!
No!
Can you imagine that, but instead of, like, you know how they did the Doki Doki edit?
Yes!
Overimpose the Doki Doki edit with Joseph's face and Robert's face. What do you have?
Let me see what you have.
A knife!
No!
Oh. Read the next line.
Please don't stab me. Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a small piece of wood. He whittles. Please don't stab me with that either. Robert takes the knife to the piece of wood and starts carving at it. Oh, I breathe a very audible sigh of relief as Robert looks at me sideways.
Did you think I was gonna stab you just now? What? No. I hate to break it to you, but I did, in fact, bring you out here to harvest your organs. Laugh or play along. It's odds or evens.
Evens or play along.
4?
Yes.
Yeah, well, think you caught me in your trap, but I knew. For years, I've been putting the most vile junk food in my body in preparation for this day. Come at me, friend, and reap what you will. 2 steps ahead of you all the times. At all times. That's how I operate.
Yes.
Nothing gets past you, huh?
Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a folding knife that he hands to me.
I'm gonna warn you. Last guy I had a knife fight with lost 3 fingers because he didn't know the 8 basic rules of knife fighting. You're familiar, correct? I honestly can't tell when you're kidding. I'm so many levels of irony deep that I've forgotten what humor is.
Mood. He and I laugh.
I love every conversation with Robert.
Me too.
You ever whittled before? Considering I'm not a grandpa, no. I fucking resent that as a Boy Scout. What do you mean by that? Well, I just thought you'd have a block of wood shipped to you along with your first social security check. Randy, I'll have you know that whittling is a time-honored tradition enjoyed by both young and old alike. What you're dismissing, that you're dismissing it before you've even tried it speaks volumes about your character. However, because I've gotten to know you for some time and have come to think of us as friends, I am willing to attribute it to ignorance instead of malice. What I'm trying to say is, go get that stick.
Robert motions to a good-looking stick in the ground. Perfect for potential whittling. I pick it up.
The most important thing to remember while whittling is to cut with the grain, not against it. cut against the grain, the wood's gonna splinter. Isn't the most important thing safety?
No.
No. Getting hurt comes with the territory. Look at my damn hands.
I look at his damn hands. They're calloused and covered with little white scars. They're very nice hands.
Can't make a stick omelet without breaking a few hand eggs.
Go ask
Fuck,
your
are we-
Dad tip 56. Go ask your
Knife
mother.
that wood!
Oh shit.
Oh shit, on...
We just gonna fuck. We just made a stick.
We made a pencil. That's a good start. What is it? A sharp stick, a pencil, or knitting needle.
God, I hope sharp stick.
Oh right, that's you. Bottom to top.
2.
Fuck.
Pencil. Good luck riding with that. You made a highly dangerous weapon.
Popsicle
It's a fucking
stick.
popsicle stick. Tell me about this one. Popsicle stick, tongue disperser, or flatworm. Okay, top to bottom.
2.
Tongue depressor. Should put that in my first aid kit. Never know when you might need one. You made a tongue depressor.
This is great.
This is such an like. First off, look. The hand is like the old-fashioned
Oh
hand.
my god.
A toothpick. What's the story here? Bubble popper, something to make me look tougher.
God.
Top to bottom.
3.
My god.
It's working. I think you can make me. I think you could take me in a fight. Probably.
Tough
guy accessory. The fuck kind of mini game is this?
I love this minigame. You can't lose.
It's an egg. What's this? Chicken nugget. I don't know. Ouija board planchette. Planchette.
Sorry.
Planchette. Bottom to top.
1.
Yes, I was hoping for that. Now all you need to do is carve up a board and we're set. And also maybe carve a ghost. Ouija board planchette.
This is the best game so
I just
far.
want one of these to end up being nothing. Nice form. What's it supposed to be? A self-portrait, Louisiana, or it's you. Bottom to top.
3.
Self-portrait. Spit an image of you. You made a masterpiece. I was gonna say it was a peep. Looks like a peep to me.
A chopstick?
Interesting. What do we have here? Chopstick righty, chopstick lefty, chopstick ambidextrous.
Ooh.
Top to bottom.
3.
It's a stick. Chopstick ambidextrous.
This is grand.
How long does this go? Oh shit, this one's large.
God, I hope this is the tiniest thing we've made so far. It's a swan!
If you keep this up, you're gonna be a whittling pro in no time. Swan, duck, or new friend.
Oh, I love them all.
Top to bottom.
3.
New friend. He's beautiful. I'm happy for you. You made a new friend!
Oh.
Physically, you physically made a new friend. You've created a new friend. Is that a horse?
What's a horse?
Beautiful handiwork. What do you call it? Big old dog. The spirit of the Mustang. Sir Horsington the Brave. Top to bottom.
2.
Spirit of the Mustang. How poetic. How the fuck did we get this good at whittling?
I don't know.
I'm still at the stage of making sharp sticks, by the way. Well, no, I made a neckerchief holder whenever I was in Boy Scouts. I carved like the actual thing, so I did that, and then I carved the inside to make the hole. Because they give you just the basic one, which is just like this little metal like shitty thing.
Yeah.
But you can technically hold your neckerchief with whatever you want. And so I would hold my neckerchief. I made a wooden one and painted it.
Oh, that's
Made
so
my own
cute.
neckerchief.
Robert and I sit in silence for a while, carving our pieces of wood. I think I'm getting the hang of this. It's actually kind of relaxing. I glance over to see what Robert's working on. He's carving a smaller wooden knife?
Ah!
While I'm distracted, the knife slices into my thumb. Blood gushes all over the little wooden carving.
Oh, that's a choice. Well, we have to roll for it.
Oh my god.
8. Quit the game.
Robert is lost in carving and doesn't notice me bleeding everywhere. Robert still doesn't notice.
Robert, I'm dying. I'm bleeding to death.
Robert finally looks over.
Hey.
He reaches to his jacket and again, Jesus, how much stuff does this guy keep in there? And pulls out a red bandana. He wraps it around my thumb.
Hold tight.
He hops off the truck and I can hear him rummaging around in his car. I'm sorry, there was screaming outside.
There were children screaming outside.
I always get nervous because I can never tell if children are having fun or dying. He comes back a moment later with a well-stocked first aid kit. Robert carefully wipes all the blood off my hand and swipes a bit of anesthetic onto the cut.
Antiseptic.
Antiseptic onto the cut. I try. With surprising gentleness, he places a bit of gauze on the wound and wraps it all up.
You okay? Yeah, I'm good.
He hands me what's left of the tube of antiseptic.
Make sure you keep that cut clean.
It's oddly touching and a little sexy?
I guess I'm a real whittler now. That you are. Be careful, though. They're attracted to the smell of blood. Wait, what? What's attracted to the smell of blood? Cryptids. Tons of them out here, you know. Cryptids? Like Mothman and stuff? Mothman is bullshit, but yeah, the town's a hotbed for cryptozoological occurrences. You're joking. Oh, how I wish I were. I'm a skeptic myself, or at least I thought I was. There are things in these woods that we can't possibly comprehend.
I think about my entire time in the city. Aside from the occasional stray coyote, I don't think it's too bad.
You ever heard of the Dover ghost? I don't think so. Well, let me tell you a story. I was out in the woods here on a weekend camping trip with Betsy. You don't know Betsy, but she's a big pup. Pit bull, real intimidating. I feel safe around her. First night goes without incident. Get some solitude, Betsy gets to pee whenever she wants, all good stuff. Second day, I get the idea in my head that I can hike deeper into the woods. Probably against my better judgment, but hey, we're just having a fun camping trip, right? So me and Betsy start marching into the morning. It's a little late and we're setting up camp, but it's different this night. Real quiet. Can't hear the birds, the crickets, squirrels, nothing. Dead silence. Then it happens. I hear the most unholy growl I've ever heard in my life. Right outside my tent. Me and Betsy, we go to investigate. We look around the clearing, but nobody's there. But there's this feeling. Not sure if I can quite describe it. I know something is watching us. Betsy, though, she's scared. Never seen her like that. When she's scared, I know I should be too. And then I see it in the distance. Man, but if something that didn't know what a man was supposed to look like made it, it just looked wrong. Big, arms too long for its body, black eyes, just stood there staring at me. Then disappeared. I heard one yelp from Betsy and I turned around to check on her, but she's gone. In thin air. Didn't sleep at all in my tent that night. I don't think I've ever slept right since.
Betsy's gone.
You're lying or that's terrible? Evens and odds.
Evens are lying.
Shit. I've lost the dice.
Gone forever.
Got it right here. 1. You're lying. Okay, you're full of shit. You think I'm lying?
Robert pulls out his wallet and shows me a picture of a beautiful pit bull.
Tell that to Betsy. They say that if you listen closely on quiet nights just like tonight, you can hear the howl of the Dover ghost.
A howl resonates through the woods. It doesn't sound like a regular howl. It's so guttural, even from far away. Something about it makes my skin crawl.
I think I finally figured out Randy's voice. Or not Randy, Robert's voice. Okay, Robert, real funny.
I turn to look at Robert. He's white as a sheet.
You're messing with me, right? I was messing with you up until literally just now. I totally made that camping story up.
I strain my eyes to scan the forest line, trying to see where the howl originated from. Off in the distance, I see something. It's so far away, I can barely make out a shape. It looks human, but it's dragging something.
Do you see that? We should go.
Really?
Robert and I slowly back away and get into the truck. He turns off his headlights and we make a slow crawl away back to the road. I'm too scared to look back.
What was that? The Dover ghost, I guess.
I chuckle nervously. This time he doesn't seem like he's messing with me.
Or maybe someone illegally dumping garbage on a wildlife preserve? Yeah, that's the story we'll tell ourselves.
Whoa, whoa.
We sit in silence for a little while longer, the fear of whatever that was slowly subsiding as we get closer to the city.
Hey.
Thanks for coming out. This is fun. I'm sorry I haven't been in touch. I've just been in a way lately. Had to get out of the house. Had to be around somebody. You doing okay, man?
Robert thinks for a second and lights another cigarette.
Been doing a lot of thinking.
He takes a long drag.
As I get older, I feel more and more that I'm just drowning in this sea of regret. So busy chasing after these things that I thought would make me happy that I didn't think about anyone else. All I cared about was myself. I didn't even think.
Robert stops. I wait for him to finish his thought, but he just stares at the road.
Maybe I'm just built like this. Maybe I do it to myself. Maybe it's my own choice and that I'm as unhappy as I am.
I try to think of something to say, but remember all the times in my life I've been sad, and there's a great many of them. But there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, something I held on to that kept me going. But there's something so resigned about the way Robert's talking.
Maybe we deserve to be eaten by the Denver ghost. I'm glad you told me, or that sucks.
Man, I don't know.
Bottom to top.
1.
Maybe we deserve to be eaten by... Maybe that's why we're here. Maybe that's why it's here. The Denver ghost feeds off of your sadness. My sadness. It hunts us in the night. Honestly, it makes sense. I was trying to kid around. Just be devoured for my sins. Yeah, that sounds pretty great, actually. It was a joke. I'm turning the car around. We're going back.
Oh my god. Robert slams on the brakes and
Damn
puts
it,
the car in
Robert.
reverse.
Robert, wait.
He stops the car again.
You know what? I thought about it. It's not my time yet. I haven't finished watching the Criterion collection.
Oh my god.
I want to keep adding stuff to it. They just keep adding stuff to it. But thanks, Randy.
We drive the rest of the way in silence, listening to the radio and watching the bright lights of the city grow bigger.
We accidentally do so well with Robert.
We do. Robert drops me off at his place. As I'm about to close the passenger door, I realize that I still have Robert's pocket knife in my jacket. I pull it out and offer it back to him. He's going to tell us to keep it.
You hold on to that. Never know when you might need it. Night, Robert. Have a safe drive home.
Robert smirks, then pulls away. And immediately pulls into his driveway, which is one over from mine. He gets out and waves.
Of course.
I love it.
I tiptoe into the house, careful to not wake Amanda up. Whoa, where'd you come from? I look around and spot Amanda coming from the kitchen with a glass of water. Thought you were sleeping.
Oh, Robert woke me up to go cryptid hunting.
You know the Mothman is bullshit, right?
Amanda, Lang, you know what? It's fine.
I finally decide to go to bed.
Date complete.
Yay!
Not many dad points, but a shit ton of daddy points. That's an S rank if I've ever seen it.
Hell yeah!
Yep. We got an S rank with Robert for having all those
Which is
sweet,
good,
sweet
'cause
daddy
we had-
points. We had a C rank before them
Yeah.
before. Knife Dad, 2 or 3. All right.
All right.
We have done every date, 1 and 2 for every dad. I'm gonna use the restroom and we'll be right back.
Okay.
With the final date, I think. We might be able to technically date every single dad, but this might be the end. So we wanted to get as many dates in as we could before we technically got to quote unquote the final date. But
We don't know how this game works.
yeah, we have no clue how this works. I'm gonna go use the restroom really quick, and I'll be right
Okay.
back.
Can I get the baby out?
Yeah, you can show off.
I love the baby.
If he'll cooperate, he is asleep right now.
He's
but
a good baby.
here's the thing: start tickling him a little bit, and he wakes right the fuck up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Loves. Why?
I have a sleepy baby. Look at this sleepy baby. So tiny, so sleepy. Kitty pets. I love him so much. So chill. Are you a sleepy boy? Big yawn.
He really likes to attack this mask. It's very cute. Really likes to attack this mask. It's very cute.
He doesn't see it very often.
Hold still. No, hold still. I'm sorry, buddy. Hold up.
What are you trying to do?
That's just a freckle. I thought I saw something in his ear.
Oh.
It was just a freckle. Had to check on him.
Hey, little guy.
You want to hold him while I go to the bathroom?
Sure. Well, let me put my beer down.
I love him.
See if he actually wants to be held by me or if he wants to squirm out of my arms.
He's been snuggling.
He snuggles you, he bites me.
He knows I'm the snuggler.
His name is Pixel, and I got him about a week ago. I got him actually Thursday of last week. Isn't that right, Pixel? He's getting squirmy. Yeah, he's starting to wake up and he's getting squirmy now. Let me see if I can't get him to play rah 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 in front of the camera. Look at that. Rah, rah. He doesn't actually bite. He will put his teeth on you, but he won't ever actually bite down anymore. We trained that out of him very quickly. But he's a super cutie. Ferrets are usually supposed to get up to 4 hours out of their cage at a time. Or no, they're supposed to get 4 hours out of their cage every day. And he has currently gotten 3 hours out of his cage earlier today. And he's getting much better about not pooping everywhere. Isn't that right, little buddy?
Mommy's back.
I've been trying to harness train him, but he fucking hates his harness. I need to get him an actual ferret. I got him a kitten harness because it was the only thing that I could find at PetSmart whenever I went in.
Awake now.
Yeah, he's definitely awake, especially when you do the transfer. Like he starts to wake up for sure. But unfortunately, we could technically take him out, but we would have to watch him, and that wouldn't be a very very fun stream to watch. So let's go.
Aw, okay.
Look, I could do long cat with him.
Him so long. Him so long.
His little belly.
His little feet. His little feet. I'm getting his bed.
All right.
One more time. One more time. Hold him up. That's
All right.
so cute. Okay.
We've patronized you enough, small one. You can go back into your cage now.
That was so cute. His little feet just no.
All right, you ready?
Precious baby. Yeah.
You ready for
The final roll.
date? Yep. 7 numbers. And we get to roll to figure out who we will be dating for our final date.
All right, here we go. Make sure it's 7. Okay.
7.
5.
Damien.
All right.
Damien is going to be the either / our final date or the first one that we go to the final date for.
Okay, let's see.
Know that you know what they say about third dates? They get pretty serious. Are you sure this is your dream daddy? I can't commit, or I'm sure. Well, we rolled for it.
We
I'm
rolled for it, and I'm sure. Bigger before beef, you're in the clear. Try to exercise regularly. God, I'm so nervous. I'm so excited. Ah! Ever since we had that picnic in the graveyard, Damien and I have been spending a lot of time together. We go on nighttime strolls pretty regularly. He was so impressed with the first letter I wrote him that he insisted we only communicate by post instead of through dad book. I initially protested, but he gave me one of his old
signet rings
to use as a seal for my letters, and I just couldn't say no. Hanging out with Goth Dad again?
Please, Amanda, you know his name. And yes.
Oh. Be honest with me here, Pops. Is he actually a vampire? I remember you inviting him to our household that one time, and I've seen The Lost Boys, and I honestly would have preferred trying to see if he could have walked through the threshold of our home under his own power.
You guys haven't been living in this home long enough to actually establish a threshold. Yes, Amanda. I've become Damien's familiar. I'm compelled under his curse. I'm sorry, sweetie.
Ugh. Turn into a bat.
I don't think...
What's the point of being a vampire if you can't turn into a bat?
Well, okay. I'm off.
Oh. Are you taking the car, or are you flying off into the night with the leathery wings of a bat?
One of those. While I'm out, can you throw away the garlic bread that's in the freezer so I don't die? That'd be great.
I'm keeping it there as insurance. You understand, right?
That's my girl.
Damien and I walk along the water's edge chatting. Damien's cloak.
He hates it when people call
He
it
hates it when people call it a cape. Damien's cloak flutters behind him in the breeze.
It's gonna seem like a silly question, but why do goths wear black? Gothic subculture has always associated with death, so it would make sense that the style surrounding it would be greatly influenced by the mourning. Interestingly enough, though, was that in the Victorian era, Queen Victoria herself mourned the death of her late husband for 10 whole years, wearing black for the rest of her life. If that's not goth, I don't know what is.
That's fair.
I have another question. Go ahead. Are you so comfortable with death? You mentioned in the graveyard that it helps you appreciate your life. I have experienced several losses over the course of my life. What is he doing?
He's just playing in his hammock.
Sometimes he'll try to grab things and drag them in there.
He tried to grab one of the things that it's hanging on.
Oh yeah, he doesn't like cables at all anymore.
Why?
I need to get bitter spray for all of my actual cables. But he doesn't like any
He's
cable
just
ever.
sliding down his ramp. He wasn't walking down it.
He does not walk down ramps. He literally just puts his feet down and just goes, okay, and slowly, we're down.
He wasn't even doing that. He just rolled onto his side and slid down.
Pretty much. I have experienced several losses over the course of my life. I truly believe that the only manageable way to cope with it is to accept that death is simply a part of living. It's the single universal truth for every human who has ever lived. I am going to die. You are going to die. And life carries on without us. Doesn't that make you feel... we're not going to restart the timer because the recording is still going. And
Yeah.
that's what I use for actually doing the thing.
Okay.
Is it coming back?
I don't know.
Is it coming back?
Let's see.
Yes, it is. It is coming back.
Okay. Whoops.
Yeah, we've got connection. It just lost connection for like a second or two. Alright, we're all good. We're all
Glad I
good.
noticed it.
Yeah.
Alright, start the line over.
The minutiae of mourning was so complex that there were set periods of grieving that were deemed acceptable based on who in your life had passed. Now, we don't have any of that. If you lose someone, you end up feeling lost yourself, because we have no modern equivalent of those formalities. We need to allow ourselves time to grieve, to feel that loss fully, but not allow it to consume us. So no, I'm not afraid of death. I believe it is a waste to spend your life dreading the end of it. The time we have here is brief and fleeting, and occasionally cruel, but it is at all times precious. Stare death in the face and live despite that, I think, is a noble existence. Let's save the morning for the dead. Wow, that's beautiful.
I want pizza.
A beautiful statement to add to that beautiful memento.
I'm so sorry. I'm just so hungry. I can see the moonlight and the pig glint off of Damien's eyes. He smiles. We turn to the harbor and watch ships pass, breathing in the salty air. I look to Damien again and can't help but be entranced by his charm, his mystery. I find everything about him so fascinating. I lean in closer to Damien, closing my eyes as I do so.
I'm so sorry, I have to take this.
Damien steps away from me to answer his phone. Oh no, I hope it isn't Lucian again. After speaking in hushed tones for a few moments, Damien returns to me.
Everything okay?
Oh my!
There's an emergency. Lucian?
Huh.
No, thankfully, but I must take my leave. Oh. Okay. Is there anything I can do to help?
Huh.
Dads do have to stick together, right? You know it. Then come. There isn't much time to waste.
After a short drive in silence, we arrive at a rundown building on the outskirts of town.
Where are we? It's better if I just show you.
I push the surprisingly heavy door open and find myself in a dimly lit waiting room. A few rickety chairs line the walls, and there doesn't seem to be anyone in the front desk. There are a few paintings and pictures on the walls, but they are so nondescript that I'm still unsure of what kind of place this even is.
Wait here for a moment. I'll be right back.
Damien walks off down a corridor, his boot heels clicking through the halls of this seemingly empty building. Distant howls echo from some place I can't see, and there's a faint scratching sound like claws on tile. I cautiously peek down the hall and find a stall after stall of scared-looking dogs. A few of them notice me and skitter up to the chain-link fence, sticking their noses through to sniff at the air. What have I gotten myself into? Suddenly, the lights shut off. I panic, unsure of where I am or how I can get out. I stumble through the darkness, my breathing getting heavier and heavier. We have some lights. We have some lights.
I saw that.
The lights finally turn back on.
Mary?
Hey, sailor.
Mary? What are you doing here?
You aren't here for the fight club?
I don't want to get punched in the face.
Great, because this is an animal shelter.
What?
We take care of stray animals, and then people adopt the stray animals. Didn't you see the pets when you walked in?
Oh, sorry, I didn't really expect to see you volunteering at an animal shelter.
Wow. Okay, kid. Way to put me in a box. Dames, you hear this baloney?
Just one moment.
Thunder cracks and a door bursts open.
Damn it, Damien!
Appearing from the shadows, I see... What?!
He works at a pet shelter! Damien? Hey.
It's... Damien. He looks completely different. No cloak, no Victorian-era clothing, no makeup.
I wasn't planning to share this side of me until much later, but I'm not as goth as you think.
Oh no.
I'm a systems administrator for the IT department of a realty company. I wear tennis shoes to work and I listen to Bruce Springsteen. I enjoy going to hardware stores and looking at storage solutions, and I volunteer at this animal shelter in my spare time. I'm boring. I'm fascinated with Victorian history and the goth lifestyle. That much is true. It's just not all that I am. And I need you to know that. Oh,
Hate to kill the moment here, but there's some pressing business that needs attending to.
Oh my.
Oh, right.
It's Duchess Cordelia.
Again? Who's Duchess Cordelia?
She's one of the pups. Gets out all the time. She somehow learned how to open doors, and now she's unstoppable.
When did she get out?
This morning, I went to go sing fuck me.
Sea shanties.
I went to go sing sea shanties to the cats when I came back and she had already bolted. I have to stay here with the pets, so I need you two to go and find her.
Of course. Where could she be?
She always ends up running off to the same places. Here, let me draw you a map. Mary starts scribbling on the back of the pet adoption form. She's very smart, ruthless even. You need to stay on your toes and get her back by sundown, or else she'll turn into a werewolf and start eating people.
What?
You're a perfect little peach, Randy. We just don't want her to be stuck outside when it's cold.
There are times when I really, really like Mary.
Fuck Mary. I love Mary too.
Oh.
I wanted to hate her so badly.
I'll grab some treats and we can hit the road.
Damien and I look over the map Mary created for us.
Ocean or whatever. Bayside. Mary's sick pad. Nerd's house. Coffee dad. Kale and the work ethic. Mario Batali. Other nerd's house. Dames, Heart, and Smalls. Holy shit, the cul-de-sac. Hold on, we have to figure it out. So, obviously, Coffee Dad is Matt.
Yep.
Nerd's house is not us. Other Nerd's house is us. Because we have a house right next to Dame's. So, that's our house. Dame's is Damien.
His is one away from us, so...
That's what I was saying. That's why we're Other Nerd's house.
Yeah.
So, there's Nerd's house, which I assume is, I assume that is actually, what's his name? Damien.
No.
No.
Dames is Damien.
Dames is Damien. So Nerd's house might be... Hold on. How does this work? Because... So who's Mario Batali?
Exactly. We
I
know
assume
Kale
that's
is
Robert?
Craig.
Huh?
We know Kale is Craig.
No, Kale is Craig. We know Coffee Dad is Matt. One of them has to be... Oh, Smalls might be... Shit.
Shit.
Smalls is probably...
we know who Smalls is. It's Robert.
It's Robert. So Nerd's house and Other Nerd's house. One of those is us.
Yeah.
Mario Batali. That might be Hugo? I'm looking at Mario Batali. Nope. Mario Batali has to be... what's his name?
Brian.
Brian, yeah.
It's Brian. So Brian.
So that's Brian. Sorry, we literally just Google searched Mario Batali.
We're very excited about this map.
So there's Mario Batali. So that's
God,
Brian.
we're in walking distance from everything amazing.
Yep. There's Brian. There's Craig. There's Matt. One of the nerds' houses is ours.
Yeah.
One of these two is ours. There's Joseph's. That's Damien, and that's that. So one of these is Hugo.
Other
and one
nerd's
of
house
these
is us. Because we're one away from Robert. We're one driveway away from Robert.
Yeah, but then where does Dames' driveway? That's Damien.
That's Damien, yeah.
Yeah, we're one driveway away from Robert, though. So that there's no way for this map to make sense.
You're right.
There's a continuity error. Sorry, but anyway, so this map says that it's Brian, Craig, Matt. I'm going to assume Hugo, Joseph, Robert, Damien, our house.
I love it. The ocean or whatever.
The ocean or whatever, Bayside, shelter, aquarium, softball field, coffee spoon, and there's a drawing of a cat in the corner.
Love it.
Oh man, no, I'm Nerd's house, so that's us.
Okay.
So other nerd is Hugo. So Hugo lives over here. I guess that's equidistant from Robert's house regardless.
Yeah.
At least you're not other nerd's house. It's like you're moving up in the pecking order.
He's playing. I'm so cute. Congrats, kiddo.
Where should we head first? Should we look this one up? Because we're at the end here. We're at the end. We might as well just look it up to get the perfect ending for Damien. he fucking loves the one that has the little stuff on the outside. He physically removed the ball from the outside of the other one. That's why I threw it away. I need to get him more toys. I might go get him more toys sometime soon. Might take him back to Pet Supermarket and like look for toys together. So happy that I
Okay,
have
you ready?
Yep.
First one is cul-de-sac.
Cul-de-sac.
Oh, he's so cute.
I like his ponytail.
It's so precious. Damien and I exit the parking lot and start driving toward town. I look over to him and he seems concerned.
Should I wear my hair in a ponytail more often, or should I keep the bun?
I like a ponytail too.
Shouldn't be too hard to find the Duchess, right? She's a pretty big pup. Mary wasn't kidding when she says the dog was smart. One time she correctly guessed the winner at the Kentucky Derby. It was a really great year for the bark, bark, bark.
I love it.
I don't know. What do you think our odds are, Randy? This'll be easy. Gotta stay positive. Abandon all hope, all ye who enter here.
Abandon all hope, ye who enter here.
But lo, look upon God's creation and retch with horror at what he hath forsaken. Hell is empty, and the devils are all here. Nice. I thought that would cheer you up. Let's just hope for the best. We got this. Hey, Mario Batali.
We drive through the cul-de-sac and everything seems pretty normal. It looks like Brian's doing some yard work. We pull into Brian's driveway and hop out.
Hey, don't step on the grass. I just mowed. Have you seen any unusual activity in the area today? Aside from an underwatered lawn?
Oh, here we go.
How dare you? I take my lawn care very seriously. Randy, please. You haven't seen a dog around here, have you? Well, a little while ago I heard Maxwell barking at something. I came outside, my garden had been torn to shreds. It's gotta take forever to get it re-till and soil. That could be a dog. Or a rather feisty raccoon. Whatever it was, it must have been hungry. Ate all of my tomatoes. I'm very sorry to hear about your garden. If you need assistance restoring it to its former glory, please don't hesitate to contact me. Will do, buddy. Good luck finding that dog. She's probably still hungry. Wonder if she's looking for more food elsewhere.
Coffee spoon.
Coffee spoon next.
We park in front of Matt's coffee shop and walk inside. It seems like a slow day. Matt sits behind the counter reading a book.
Hey, Matt. Hey. Didn't expect to see you two today. What's up? Have you seen any stray dogs around? Actually, yeah. I caught one digging through the trash earlier. Ran away when I tried to get closer, though. Did you see what direction it ran in?
Matt thinks for a second.
Hey. Sorry, I keep changing voices. But might have been running east, I think. That pup tore through 3 pans of old banana bread Kennedys. Want to take some of the road, just in case? Sure thing.
Matt packages up a slice.
Thanks for the slice. The road slice. This banana bread is gonna be so good.
It's for the dog.
I think he meant to give it to you for the dog. Right, I meant it's gonna be so good for the dog to eat. He likes messing with his ramp. I feel like we're on the right track. You think? If we keep this up, we'll find the Duchess in no time. Hey, if you like dogs so much, why don't you have any? Lucien is severely allergic. I wouldn't put him through that. But there are still dogs in my life, so for that I'm grateful. There's about to be one more dog in your life, buddy. Splendid attitude. Let us not waste any more time. Verily.
Next is softball field, so I guess we're just
going down the list. I wonder if there's any way to fail this one. We did get some daddy points earlier.
Yeah. We drive to the softball field. It looks like Craig's team is practicing. I wonder if any of the kids saw something. Craig spots us and jogs over, softball bat slung over his shoulder.
Oh. Hey bros, what's up? Craig, you wouldn't have happened to see a dog around here, have you? One escaped from the animal shelter and we're trying to locate her. I don't think so. Maybe one of the girls saw something. Girls! They're so cute.
Hi, Amanda's dad. Hi, Lucian's dad.
We have names. Girls, have you seen any dogs around?
There was a big dog here earlier. She ran off a while ago, though. I don't think she has an owner, but she really wanted to play. We tried to play fetch with her, but she just took the softball and ran. I think she ate it, actually. She was a lot of dog.
Here, take another softball. Might come in handy later. Many thanks, Craig. Mary's map.
Next is Bayside.
Yeah, we're just going down the list.
Yep.
There you go.
We arrive back at the Bayside.
Just like old times, eh? I remember it as if it were yesterday. I mean, earlier today. So what'd you think? Any sign of the pooch? None yet, although who knows if she made it onto any of these ships. The Duchess would do that? I wouldn't put it past her to know how to navigate in rough seas and without a compass. Very smart.
Pops? Damien and I turned to see my daughter.
Amanda, what are you doing here?
Did you think I just stayed inside all day vegging out on the couch and watching TV?
Oh, sorry. What are you doing?
I'm heading home to veg out on the couch and watch TV. Had to get a burrito first. Let's get a Chipotle.
Young miss, have you seen a dog around here?
Oh, you bet. I saw a Pomeranian with a bow around its neck, a big old Doberman named Henry. There was a stroller full of Yorkies, a Greyhound, and a Golden Retriever.
Did you see a Mastiff anywhere?
No dice. I would definitely have remembered that. I gotta run though. This burrito has about 10 minutes before the cheese breaks down the molecular structure of the tortilla and makes it all soggy. You understand.
Yes, I do. Go. And keep that burrito from
Go,
being
my
bad.
small child.
I do? Of course. Have a lovely evening, Miss Caldwell. Matt said the Duchess went east from the coffee spoon. There's no sign of her here. I suppose we need to go not so east? I fear the hours are growing short. We must make haste if we're to find the Duchess by sundown.
Damien's looking more stressed by the minute. I gotta think of something to lighten his mood.
How many dogs does a vampire have? Knock knock, or how many goths does it take to screw in a light bulb?
It says we can choose one of the two, so how many goths or knock knock?
Alright, evens and odds.
Evens are knock knock.
Fuck. The dice is gone for... Oh, nope, there it is. No, stop. Go that way. 1. So you said evens was knock knock?
Yep.
I don't know. How many? 1. Goths are very capable, especially when looking for a dog.
Aww. Damien smiles to himself. I keep reading Damien directions from the map as we drive around town.
I don't know why, but I assumed Damien was being used as an adjective for directions there, not as the subject of the sentence.
Ah, snap. Something went wrong while displaying this webpage.
Reload! You could just swipe down and it'll reload, right?
Oh. Too late.
And then I assume we're headed to the aquarium.
Time out. Yes, aquarium.
That was the last place on the list.
Mm-hmm.
You got some lines.
Damien and I stopped by the aquarium. Everything looks in order here, but it might help to get out of the car and take a look.
You see anything? No dog here. Not even any sign of her. Did you know that penguins are considered the goths of the sea? Damien, I want to believe you so badly.
Alright, and then cul-de-sac again. We arrived at the cul-de-sac to find everything looking normal, except... Uh-oh, Hugo's front door is wide open.
She can open doors. This is classic Duchess Cordelia, a telltale sign. You should approach with caution. Whatever goes down in there, I've got your back.
We creep up onto the porch and step inside. Oh,
That is a big dog.
she's a mastiff, so yeah. They're sitting on the center of Hugo's living room like she owns the damn place. It is one of the biggest dogs I've ever seen. Woof. Sorry.
Well,
Sorry, you should do that one.
whew.
Much better.
Well, she hasn't broken anything here yet.
Huh.
Wonderful. Now all we need to do is get this leash on her before she tries to escape again, and get out of here before Hugo comes home. Easy peasy. Duchess, come here.
The Duchess eyes Damien warily. As she approaches, she begins to growl.
Huh.
She's on her guard. We'll need another plan. Dog treat, ball, or the banana bread.
Give her the right said banana bread. Give her the banana bread, Kennedys. It says the right said banana bread, but okay. I reach into my pocket and pull out the slice of banana bread Kennedy's Matt gave me. The Duchess sniffs the air and hones in on the bread.
Come here, girl. Nice and easy. Got some yummy homemade vegan and possibly gluten-free banana bread, if that's what you're into.
The Duchess cautiously approaches me and gives the bread a good sniff before gently taking it out of my hand and dropping it on the ground, like dogs always do for some reason. She curls up and starts munching on the bread. Success! Damien walks up behind the Duchess and attaches the leash to her collar. She immediately notices and starts whining.
It's time to go home now, Duchess.
Damien gives a tug on the leash. She won't move.
Duchess, what happened to your rapport? You and I used to be bosom buddies.
She still doesn't move. She's huge. There's no way we could even try to lift her.
Well, this is a weird situation to be in. I think we're literally trespassing in our friend's house with a large dog.
What are you nerds doing? Oh, let's...
What are you nerds doing?
Ernest stands in the doorway with a plate of pizza rolls. What flavor pizza rolls are those?
Don't tell, huh?
What flavor pizza rolls are those?
Says it, okay. Pepperoni blast. Nice.
The Duchess notices Ernest and starts pulling against the leash.
Why is this dog in my house? It's a long...
The Duchess suddenly breaks free from Damien's grip and hurtles towards Ernest.
Ah!
Ernest and the Duchess fall to the ground. Pizza rolls fly everywhere. This is bad.
Ernest, are you okay?
Ernest feeds the Duchess a pizza roll.
Hey, she likes pizza rolls.
Ernest sits up, but the dog keeps licking his face.
Oh. Hey.
Hugo stands at the door looking like he's at a loss for words.
Huh? Why are you guys... Whose dog is this? It's a long story, but it involves a large dog who knows how to open doors. Oof. Hugo, may I present you the Duchess of Cordelia? How do you do? Oof. We're friends.
The Duchess looks at Ernest's face. Please tell me they adopt her.
She's from the local animal shelter. She just got out and we're chasing her all around town. Her house was her final stop. Dad, can we keep her? Ernest, I don't know if we're set up to take care of her.
Sweet manchego.
Wait, did you just call me Dad? Come on, please, look how cute she is.
Hugo sighs.
We'd been talking about adopting a... No, that's wrong voice. We'd been talking about adopting a dog for a while. You have to promise you'll take care of her. Yeah, I'll give her all the pizza rolls her little heart desires.
That's not healthy. I suddenly remember what's on the back of this map and pull a pen out of my pocket.
Got the forms ready for you if you're interested. I'll even waive the adoption fee since, you know, we technically broke into your household. Well, alright. It's a deal.
Hugo steps onto the porch with us and signs the forms while Ernest plays with Duchess inside.
He sure seems happy with his new friend.
Oh!
And no, he called me Dad. Can you believe it?
What does he call him?
I don't know, Pops, or maybe Mr. I don't know, whatever his last name is.
I don't think he's ever called him anything to
Probably
our
not,
face.
just probably something like hey or you.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to read.
I certainly can. I think this will be really good for Ernest. It should teach him some responsibility. You should probably look into getting better locks on your doors, though. The Duchess is a wily one. do right by her and she'll love you too forever. Thank you. Hey!
Yay!
And long story short, the Duchess now lives in a happy home and neither of us were charged for breaking and entering. So all in all, I think there was a fine day's work.
Nice work, you two. Randy, you could be a valuable asset to our team of volunteers, you know. If you ever felt like petting some puppies, hit me up.
Mary, I always feel like petting puppies.
Good to know. Well, catch you fellas later. Mary starts to leave. And one last thing. Damien's been telling me about you. Glad he finally brought you around.
Oh, yeah.
Damien's my special boy. I love him. We go way back and I got a vested interest in his health, success, and well-being. If you ever hurt him...
Mary?
Hey.
You can fill in the blanks. I gulp.
Yes, ma'am.
Mary leaves me alone with Damien.
So, about the whole goth thing. I, completely understand if you aren't interested in me anymore. What? Am I missing something here? I'm not a cool goth prince. I'm boring. I own 5 pairs of tennis shoes. I wear dumb glasses. Don't you care?
That just makes him more fucking precious. He looks so nervous.
Damien, do you really think I only like you because of all the goth stuff? That's all cool, but the best thing about you is how passionate you are about the things you love. History, art, Victorian fashion, dogs, storage solutions, it doesn't matter what it is. You care, and that's awesome. And also, the glasses are very cute. You don't think I'm boring? You're boring that I don't know what that makes me. I spend too much time online shopping for flashlights. I decided to mow my lawn on Saturdays. Get cranky about commercials being too loud. I've even been thinking about making my own peanut butter. And maybe we can be boring together. It would never be boring if it was with you.
Damien suddenly closes the gap between us and pulls me into a hug. He buries his face on my shoulder. His hair smells like lavender and rosemary.
I was so scared you wouldn't like me. Quite the opposite.
Damien pulls away for a second and looks me in the eyes. Without the colored contacts, his eyes are so dark and soulful.
May I kiss you?
Thou art welcome.
Thou art welcome?
Yes. Wait, let me check, because that's what I thought it said. Thou art welcome.
Verily, you may take upon yourself the... You know what? Just kiss me.
He smiles slightly and leans in, giving me a gentle kiss. Damien pulls away and gives me an intense look.
Do you want to help me take care of those puppies? Yes.
Damien and I arrive back at the cul-de-sac, our fingers intertwined. Like a proper gentleman, he walks me to my doorstep.
Oh.
This was lovely. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for everything. Very happy I can be myself around you. I'm glad, but I have one request. What's that? We keep sending each other letters, but of course.
Damien kisses me one last time before turning around and heading home. Amanda runs back to the couch from the window and tries to look as nonchalant as possible. Hello, Father. I was sitting here on the couch this entire time.
Hi, Amanda.
So, are you guys, like, starting a vampire coven together?
Oh, plot twist. Mothman. Damien's actually Mothman. I didn't see it coming either.
Genius. Well, whatever's happening, I'm really glad you two are happy. You deserve it, Dad.
Aw, shucks. I'm gonna head to bed. Catch you in the morning?
Sure thing. Make my way to my room and fall into my bed with my heart full, excited for the days to come.
What's our date report?
Well, of course it's gonna be S.
It's gonna be an S because we fucking cheated, but... Yeah, no dad points, but like a fucking million daddy points.
Yeah.
S for
Wow. My stars, this... Never in a million moons have I had a date such as exquisite as this one.
That's the end. Interview with a vampire. We got the official achievement for interview with the vampire.
Yay! Phew. I think I have everything finally set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. I think that's her car in the driveway. Okay, gotta act natural. Be cool, Randy, be cool. Amanda walks through the door with a suspicious look on her face. Hey, Dad. Off to a good start.
Huh?
Something fishy. Rats.
What? No. You asked too many questions, or sorry, sweetie, it's the feds. Top to bottom.
Oh, look at this picture on the thing. Cute picture. Anyway, it was a picture of Damien that was on the webpage.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta go back to 3 because I was on 7.
Yep.
3. You ready?
Yep.
You said top to bottom?
Top to bottom.
3,
Perfect. Shut up.
That life of crime is finally catching up to you. Tried to send them in a different direction, but even I'm no match for the power of the funding of the U.S. government.
Well, if they think they're gonna take me alive, they got another thing coming.
I'm kidding. You're right. I have a little surprise for you.
Yeah, I can tell. You're very bad at lying.
Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen?
Father, it would fill my heart with glee.
I love their relationship so much.
So pure. I lead Amanda over to the kitchen table, where a present lies covered under a tablecloth.
It's nothing special, but I wanted to get you a little something. You graduated high school last week, and I know you told me not to make a big deal, but...
Oh, Dad, you... I dramatically whip the cloth off the table. Amanda's jaw drops. No way!
I figure you probably won't be able to get cable in the dorm, so I thought it might be nice to take a piece of home with you.
A DVD box set of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers? This is all 19 seasons!
Holy shit! And bonus material, including commentary with actual ghosts featured on the show.
Oh my god. Dad, I love this. Thank you. She gives me a big hug.
I'm glad you like it. Hey, you want to hang out with me in the backyard for a bit? Toss the old pig skin or something?
Totally. I follow Amanda to the back door. What?
Oh! And Damien is dressed up in his just work outfit. Did you lie?
I did!
I didn't hear you. I told you not. You told me not to make a big deal of it, but it seems I have forgotten that my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of your accomplishments. So consider this your graduation party. Surprise!
Dad, everyone's here.
Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come support you.
Is that a mac and cheese bar?
Sure is. Fully customizable down to the type of mac. And there's an ice cream cake. Good kind with crunchies in the middle.
I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything. Just go have fun with your pals, alright? I'm so proud of you, Amanda.
Amanda smiles and runs to her friends. I should make the rounds and make sure everyone's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese.
Randy, my dude. Pablo, how's the shirt business going? My bud, I got men's shirts, I got women's shirts, I got tank tops in a variety of sizes, shapes, and colors. Each of them of fine quality, screen printed with the logo and visage of world-renowned witch house outfit.
Cross, vacant veil, cross.
Purchasable at most respectable retailers. But more specifically, out of the trunk of my car. I'm also selling my mom's world-famous Old Man apple butter. Never stop hustling, Pablo. Baby, you got it.
I walk up to Mary, who's having a lively conversation with Amanda. We have a real fluffy Samoyed right now. His name is Harold. He loves belly rubs. He always tries to lick your face if you get too close.
Do you know what a Samoyed is?
No, show me.
Surprised you don't, considering they're the most adorable dogs.
He's so floofy. Him a floof.
Samoyeds are ridiculously adorable.
I love them.
All white dogs that I've never seen not smiling in photos.
Oh my god.
To the degree that there's a gif where a Samoyed was not looking at a camera, saw that there was a camera there, immediately started smiling and did the cute head tilt. As soon as he saw that there was a camera.
That's so cute.
But there you go.
Miss Christensen, thank you so much for telling me in great detail about every single dog currently at the animal shelter. Please tell me more about the Afghan with 3 legs again. Sure, Quadro, we call him. It's one of those ironic names. You know, if you're really interested, I could probably steal one for you. Really? Nah, but I could get you in to meet all of them. We always can use extra hands around the shelter.
Hey.
And if those extra hands also happen to steal a dog...
I'm glad you two are able to bond over cute dogs. It really warms my heart.
Dad, we're having a moment.
Hey.
Hey, Sailor. Your kid's a good egg. Where's your goth prince? You two are usually attached to the hip these days.
He's around.
Stellar. Mary turns her attention to Amanda.
Ah.
It's not too hard to sneak a dog into college, trust me. I did it plenty back in the day. At one point I had 3 cats living in my dorm. I decided to leave them to it. All of a sudden, a huge dog leaps up into my arms.
Duchess?
Hugo and Ernest run up to me. The Duchess gives my face a few broad licks and hops down.
We're working on that. Got her in a disciplinary class. She's a wild spirit who runs where she may. I don't mind at all. Looks like the 3 of you are getting along nicely. She's a valuable addition to the clan. If I hold up on my homework in front of her, she'll eat it. Cool. We'll deal with that later.
Duchess Cordelia spots a squirrel and darts over across the yard. Ernest follows her, laughing.
He's actually been a lot more manageable lately. I think taking care of the dog is good for him. Thanks for breaking into my house, I guess. Anytime. Randy! Brian, you made it! Don't pass up on good Mac. What do you think of the party? It's not bad. Just not bad? Yeah, it's not bad.
Don't let him bait you. Don't let him bait you.
Thank you for the lovely compliment. Sure thing, pal. Say, let me know if you ever want to head out on the lake. Be happy to pull you out for the drink again.
Deep breaths. Daisy trots up.
I think doing literally all of the dates before finally deciding is going to give us the most like backstory on each character. I love it.
Hi, Amanda's dad.
Hey, Brian's daughter. See how that feels?
This is a really great party. Thank you so much for inviting us.
You're very welcome, tiny child who knows how to pay a compliment.
Brian and I lock eyes. This isn't over.
Hey, bro, this is a real rager. Taking our older age into consideration. I'm trying to be in bed at a reasonable hour tonight. Don't let me get too wild. Don't worry, dude. I'll keep an eye on your fruit punch intake. You know, I'm really glad we're bros again. Let's hit the gym sometime soon, huh? Sure thing, dude.
Briar and Hazel peek out behind Craig.
Hi, little ones.
Hello. Hiya. Thank you for all the ice cream cake.
Wait, girls, how much did you eat?
Briar ate 4 pieces. Ask any witness. No, I didn't. Hazel ate 4 pieces, and wants to pin it on me because we look alike. I have your face. Nobody will ever believe you.
Oh boy. I'll let you guys figure this one out. Good seeing you, Craig. Let's hang soon, yeah?
Dude!
Totally. Tell Amanda congrats for us. Looks like you've settled into the neighborhood quite nicely. Yep, couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see you at more church events. We got a big schedule planned for the rest of the year, and I'm sure the kids would love to see your dance moves again. Sure thing, Joseph. And maybe if you aren't doing anything later, we could hang out sometime. Sure, Joseph. That'd be
Countdown
great.
to goodness.
Windows update. Wait an hour. Sure, that'd be great. Well, see you later.
Hugo comes up to me with a plate of mac and cheese.
Hey! The perfect cheddar to mac ratio. Beautiful work, Randy. Thanks, Hugo. I learned from the best. I've got a pocket full of gift cards that say you already knew a thing or two. Let's get together for trivia night again sometime soon, huh? You know it. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda going to her dream school. Glad she turned it around for finals. Me too. That scholarship money was really was a real help.
Amanda walks. Amanda walks by and pretends not to see Hugo.
Amanda, come say hi to your old teacher.
Hey.
Congratulations on graduating. Know you're gonna do great things at art school.
Yeah, thanks. Amanda starts to back away.
Finger guns.
Wait, I just realized that you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me.
Oh, you're right. Go forth, adults. I can no longer give you direction. Or detention.
Yeah, I'm gonna break anything I want. There's nothing you can do about it.
Are you still mad about the time I gave you detention for breaking my globe?
Nope.
Oh!
And I'll have you know that the globe didn't even fit through the basketball hoop in the first place, so...
She'll fit into college just fine. Hey. Hey.
I don't know.
Robert gestures vaguely to the snack table.
Good stuff. Yep. See you later. Hey, man. Matt. Let me know when Amanda leaves for college. I have a fresh batch of banana bread Kennedys ready for her. Thank you. I know she'll love that. You gotten that oregano smell out of your upholstery yet? Still working on it. Hey, Amanda's dad.
I turn to spot Lucian walking up to me.
Yes, Lucian? Thanks for inviting me to your party. Anytime, bud. I know we had a rocky start, but I'm glad to know you. I hope you know how much your dad cares about you. Yeah. My dad's had a rough couple years, and I know it must not have been easy to raise me alone. He's kind of a weird guy, but I love him a lot. It seems like you make him happy, so you're cool in my book.
Aww.
Thank you, Lucian. That means a lot to me. Sure. Let me know if you want me to give you a stick and poke something. Also, I'm sorry about the oregano thing. Thanks for coming by, Lucian. See you around, Randy.
As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on our back porch. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Killer party pops.
What can I say? I was inspired.
So, I also have something for you.
Me? Why?
Not to be completely genuine about my feelings for once or anything, but growing up wasn't easy. It could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life where you were my only friend. I was really scared of going to college and being so far away from you, but I realized that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this, and I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Don't cry. Don't cry. I swear to God, Randy, if you cry again. You're the best, Dad. I love you. And I'm crying. Huh. Anyway, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day.
Her eyes are puffy.
Present time! Amanda hands me a tiny wrapped package. I tear the wrapping off to find a framed picture of me and Amanda.
It's us.
Kinda shocking all of our photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? I figured we needed at least one together before I leave.
Amanda, thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life. You're such a talented, intelligent young woman, and I'm so excited to see what the future holds for you. Knock 'em dead, kid.
Always do. Amanda and I share a hug. This is only the beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road.
Memories to make and stuff to break, right?
Oh, I'm gonna break so much stuff. Intentionally and unintentionally.
We just got the achievement for World's Best Dad, by the way.
Yes, I was not finished with that line.
It would be my honor. Hell, you know I've started some fires in my day.
Amanda hops up. Looks like someone's been waiting to talk to you. I glance over to the back of the yard, where Damien is sitting on a bench beneath our cherry blossom tree. He smiles at me.
How the fuck do they have cherry blossom
I don't
trees?
fucking know. He planted it.
No, like, you're not supposed to have cherry blossom trees outside of Japan or Washington, D.C.
I don't know then. I don't know. I'll leave you to it. Me and the Emmas are gonna go get ice cream.
I thought you and the Emmas fucking hated each other!
Love you, Pops. Amanda runs off to join her friends.
The fuck happened there?
I don't know, man.
Also, anime is taking a shit on everything.
Anime always takes a shit on everything. I take a seat next to Damien, and the last guests make their way out of the party.
Did you know that the Victorian era they would call benches seaty boys?
I guarantee you they did not.
What? Really? I'm kidding, Randy. But what if? It's good to see you in civvies again. Thank you. I had a revelation the other day. Randy, I had a revelation the other day, Randy. I think I was largely due to your continued influence upon me. There was a version of myself that I might have been embarrassed to show you my true form. My information technology form. But what you said about me, about how my passion was what you truly admired, that emboldened me to feel like myself regardless of how I choose to dress and act. Instead of separate entities, they are simply different facets of myself. A three-dimensional human being with his own thoughts, wants, and needs. I love dressing the way that I do, but feeling constricted by what I thought was my only personal brand made me lose sight of why I did this in the first place. To make myself happy.
I place my hand on Damien's and feel a slight squeeze. Looking up, I'm greeted by Damien's warm smile.
I'm trying to be more comfortable with who I am, rather than dwelling on who I could be to other people.
I can't stop smiling. I'm so proud of him.
Damien, I'm so happy you realize that you can be a dog-loving goth. Me too, Randy. Me too.
I feel myself inching closer and closer to Damien. I go to brush a lock of his hair out of his face, and I'm shocked at how soft it is.
Wow. How is your hair so soft? Dog shampoo.
I keep running my hands through his hair as he leans closer to me, placing a hand on the side of my face. He strokes my cheek with his thumb.
You know, public displays of affection were considered scandalous in the Victorian era.
Shut up and kiss me. Damien pulls me in for a kiss.
But I think I can make an exception for you.
Please let us get a CG. I need a CG. We're not gonna get a CG. We didn't get a CG.
Wait, there was sound this like entire time, and
Oh.
the sound was just turned too low for us to hear any of it. Well, there you go. We beat Dream Daddy. We technically did not get all perfect dates with him, though, which
That's okay.
might be the thing.
He's taking the ball out of the cardboard thing.
Already?
Yes.
And now he's sleeping with it. Fuck that little demon. He is smart and powerful. The first thing he did, he has these little rings that have a little ball in the middle. The first thing he did was dissect the ball from the middle.
And now he's sleeping with the ball.
I can't help it. He's just too smart. I'll get him more though. But all right, how did you feel about Dream Daddy?
Oh, that's good.
I'm gonna turn the game sound down just a little bit because it's loud. Yeah, there were a couple of things about Dream Daddy that I really, really liked. A lot of the mini games were very cool.
There's more mini games we didn't get to.
Piano mini game, fishing. We got the fishing mini game.
Skee-ball mini game.
Concert mini game. Apparently there was a bunch of
concert mini game.
We did the gargoyle mini game as well. There were a couple of mini games we missed, so there's still a lot more content that we missed.
Yeah.
I assume we probably would have only gotten to them if we had gotten the correct like daddy points to certain
Yeah.
missions that we didn't know about.
I'm doing a perfect run eventually.
This is not DVP by Pup. Written and performed by Barry Kramer. Yeah, it's Barry. Ballad of a Fallen Dad by Brian Wecht. That's Ninja Brian. Daughter Brag Battle Theme written by and performed by Service Shock. Yeah.
Test company, please ignore.
Additional QA playtesters. There's a bunch of playtesters. How do you feel about Dream Daddy though?
I love Dream Daddy. It's so good. 10 out of 10.
I was sure that this and all of our dads.
Oh.
A game from the Game Grumps. So I thought for sure, because it was a game made by the Game Grumps, that this was just going to be like a weird, shitty YouTube bait / streamer bait thing.
Yeah.
But no, this was a legitimately good game that was both simultaneously funny and good. There's your CG.
Ah!
There's your CG of Lucian in the...
That's not Lucian, that's Damien.
Damien, my bad. Lucian is his son.
Yay.
Right. But there's our CG of Damien for getting the Damien ending.
Yay.
But all right. That was not a terrible stream length either. So it is that time, however.
No.
We have beaten the game. Hold on, is there anything after that? Nope. Just the opening sequence again. So we are officially done with Dream Daddy.
Oh.
However, we now have to reveal what comes next.
Okay.
So whenever we started Dream Daddy, I posted a thing, which you can actually see in the chat below. If you're on YouTube or Twitch, you can vote. This is your very, very, very final chance to vote, as I am about to look up the results to this poll. I posted a poll in my chat asking you guys what JRPG I should play next. And I have the poll right here. I'm dragging this out as much as I can. Let's see here. Can I pull up the memes page really quick? Where's memes? Oh, there it is. Memes. Right, here it is. So, here's the poll. Our 4 results are Persona 5, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, Golden Sun, or Tales of Vesperia. And what you guys voted on is what is going to determine what we play next after Dream Daddy. And the results are... Drum roll, please. Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep.
All right.
With a total of 17 votes overall. 7 of those votes went to Kingdom Hearts, almost 50% of them. 4 went to Persona 5, 3 went to Golden Sun, and 3 went to Tales of Vesperia.
All right.
So, I hope you guys are ready to watch me play through Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. And then we will play that on Monday.
All right.
All right. I hope you guys have been having
No,
a
we're not.
fantastic... What? We're not?
We're busy on Monday.
That's right. We're going to a bonfire on Monday. Then we're going to start it on Wednesday. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I've been Paladin Null. This has been CPQ.
Hi.
This has been Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.